launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
I got a fountain back there now.
Fountains are, that's a great way to get some birds.
I didn't think that through.
Birds love a bird bath.
Because every time I look out the window, they're dunking their head in there.
They
and
love it.
I'm tapping on the glass. Get out of here. And they're inviting their friends over.
That's what you want.
And then the squirrel's over. He's washing himself in the fountain, and he's putting his nuts with my rocks. Stupid a-hole squirrel.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday.
I'm excited for the people watching on the YouTube stream who get to see you do that for the first time. I'm not excited that I have had to see it all this time of working with you. That's not my it's not my favorite thing you do, I got to be honest, but
It's Wildcard Wednesday. That means you control the program with your stupidity. Just tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. And another way to interact today. We're live on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. We're there.
We had Downtown Dad who said, "Ha ha, let's do this." Like he was in waiting for you.
There you go.
To do your
Dad's been a long-time listener.
Yeah. Oh, we know that.
His kids are in college now. But you can use the chat on the right side of the screen. Teddy is in the chat. He is monitoring the chat. Clearly you are too, because you just read a chat comment.
Well, I just checked it. Apparently people are also I'm wearing a collared shirt today. This is how lowbrow I am.
think you look handsome.
Well, when I wear a collared shirt, this happens around the office too. Big boss man, Sweet Lou will walk by and go, "Oh, collared shirt. What is it? Special occasion?" I'm like, "No, I just threw one of those on." So that tells you how much of a homeless person apparently, I'm usually dressed like. I just wear like rags in here is apparently what they tell me.
Ryan Day was in here today.
That's right.
So
he was.
Maybe you dressed up for Ryan Day subliminally.
You know what? I didn't. But I guess that maybe subconsciously I didn't. I didn't realize it. You're right.
That's what subliminal means.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair. I was thinking like messages. Like how on our YouTube stream we're secretly telling you to bring us fast food with subliminal messaging.
Please do.
That was non-subliminal messaging. What I just did there by saying it blatantly.
Blatant messaging.
Blatant messaging, yes.
Cavs facing elimination tonight in Boston. They will have to do it without Donovan Mitchell. He will not play with the bad calf. Speaking of Boston, I do want to take a second because we have to dedicate the program today. Longtime Boston radio vet has passed away at the age of 89. He was a staple in the city, one of the great all-time radio names. So we dedicate the program today to Dick Summer.
Jack and Dick.
Not that one, but Dick Summer has passed away. So,
yes, that's sad to hear. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Just like everybody who dies in Boston, he will have the full clan funeral. That's what they have there.
I remember his longtime radio partner, Coochie Winter, my gal.
Coochie Winter.
Big fan of hers. Glad she's still kicking though. She's doing great.
R.I.P. Dick Summer.
Yeah, that's sad.
Coochie Winter, though?
She's still great.
Still banging.
Still good.
Still banging.
Yeah, you know it.
Speaking of banging, Caitlin Clark made her debut last night in a loss against Connecticut. I did watch the game.
Yeah?
I watched it.
What'd you think of her performance?
I thought she played like a girl who's playing her first WNBA professional game. You know, she was hounded defensively in a way that she's probably not used to, and that contributed to the 10 turnovers that she had.
Yeah.
You know, but she scored 20. She had 10 turnovers. Again, this was the worst team in the league last year, the Fever. I'm going to put my analyst cap here on for a second.
Okay.
They had the first pick in the draft for a reason.
Yeah,
because they sucked.
They were one of the worst teams in the league.
So they're going on the road to Connecticut, team that did they win it? No, the Aces won the championship last year.
Vegas Aces won last year.
But Connecticut, though, good team last year.
Yeah.
At home, those fans were rabid, ready to go. Everybody was ready to jump on Caitlin Clark, say, I'm going to teach you a lesson, rookie. And they showed her what it was like. I think she'll adjust and be fine. But, I mean, even bad Caitlin Clark, and she was kind of bad last night with the 10 turnovers, still dropped in 20.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like her being able to get 20 points in a bad performance shows you the talent that's there. The difficulty is going to be like the turnover thing. That's going to be a real thing she's going to experience all year long. Because I do think professional defense, I know people feel like when they watch men's college basketball versus the NBA, they feel like the defense is below that in the NBA.
It's not, though.
It's not. You're right.
It's a different type of defense.
It's in spurts. If you tune in the fourth quarter of a game that's within 5 of 2 like actually good teams, you will see great defense being played. Defense that most college teams can't even attempt to be able to do. But yeah, if you're tuning into like 2 dog teams that are terrible or a blowout or something, yeah, you're going to see some lax defense. They play 82 games. But in the WNBA, it's a similar thing. And I think actually the defense, compared to their version of the college game in the women's side, the WNBA defense is even more difficult than what you see in women's college basketball because you don't have the glut of games, right? You don't have an 82-game season, so players are a little bit fresher, and the defense, of course, is still going to be high level. I mean, Becky Hammond, who's coaching the Vegas Aces, you know what she did before that? She was the bench coach in San Antonio with Greg Popovich.
Right.
So, like, I mean, she's been viewed as someone who could easily coach an NBA team at some point in the future, and she's not alone in those ranks in the WNBA. There's a lot of good coaches, a lot of good talent. So Caitlin Clark's going to have a big adjustment to that defense. Maybe not in the scoring total. You know, I don't think she's going to just be someone who's never going to have a good game or anything at WNBA. She's going to have great games this year. But the turnover thing is going to matter, especially if your team is not good.
Crew playing in Montreal tonight. Obviously, the disappointing performance against Cincinnati this past weekend. They are back on the road in Montreal. How you feeling?
They need a win. Like, it's going to be a tough one on the road here because the coach at Montreal, Laurent Courtois,
my guy,
formerly the boss at Crew 2. Oh. And they won and were very good, and he got a lot of those players that are now playing for the Crew. They, like Schulte and Mo Farsi and those guys, a lot of those dudes played for him, so he knows this system well. He worked with Wilfried Nancy. He clearly understands what the Crew first team wants to do. It's about the worst thing you could have after the performance on Saturday night to go on the road against a coach who definitely knows what you want to do and has a lot of motivation in a weird stadium, too. Montreal Stadium's kind of odd. So I am hopeful that the Crew can say, it doesn't matter, we're the better team, and go win this game, but obviously, Wilfried Nancy going back to Montreal, where he came from, where he was coaching previously. There's a lot of off the field, stakes here, not just the on the field stuff, but they need 3 points tonight in the worst way.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Boner?
Let's see. Where was I starting off here? I'm trying to use a couple of the YouTube clips or the YouTube quotes. What am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
The comments from YouTube.
All right.
But I'm trying to find a few of them here. All right. Spencer says, if you had to choose one band, the other band disappeared and the catalog disappears along with it, Creed or Goo Goo Dolls? This is for you, Mike. Which one would you pick? You keep one.
To stick?
One is pick to click.
Pick to click would be Creed.
See you, Goo Goo Dolls.
I'm sticking. Well, I got to pick one.
No, I agree. I agree with that, actually. I mean, I bag on Creed. But I can't deny that they've got, for me, more bangers than Goo Goo Dolls.
Now the Dolls.
The what?
The Dolls, as much as I enjoy them, the recent catalog, not to my taste.
Really?
They're very poppy now. I love all these older bands where we're evolving. It's like, yeah, you're evolving to sound like the other bands that are currently being played on the radio.
What was the biggest Goo Goo Doll hit? What's the biggest Goo Goo Dolls hit? I'm trying to place, because a lot of those bands run together. All right.
Name was a big song. Iris was a big song.
Okay. Yeah.
You've heard them.
I know I've heard them. I just can't place them. It's all right. I'm sure
Iris was the song that was used in City of Angels. Remember that movie with Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage?
Didn't see it, but do remember it. If you
I'll give up
yeah.
to see you.
Because I don't want to
Don't even know my name.
Don't even know my name,
Right.
yeah.
We can't. I'd play the song for you.
I know.
But you know what? Some idiot who works here told me that we can't play songs anymore because we're on YouTube now.
You know what? That guy should be fired.
He should be fired.
With a hefty,
He's wearing a collared shirt today.
with a golden parachute, I think, of like, I don't know, millions of dollars.
Something.
Yeah. Probably just fire him, tell him to never get back into radio. Send him with millions of dollars so he's not even tempted.
I'm crossing my fingers, too, that Creed comes out with something new because they're back together now. They're touring now.
I know. And not only are they touring, I mean, they're very, I mean, the fact they were in a Super Bowl commercial, number one, they're back in the game, right? Then on top of all that, they have the cruise they're doing, the tour they're doing, which is coming to Cleveland.
Yes.
We're not going, apparently.
I said I'd be open to go.
Uh-huh.
But I don't, the way they want to do it, I don't want to do it that way.
What's the way they want to do it? I don't know what they want to do.
Circus. Like, they always want to do everything. Like, we can't just go.
Right.
Like, we can't just go and do the show and have fun. It's got to be a big circus. We got to sell it to something and then go out and have a bus with listeners that go up there with us. No, I'm not doing that.
And again, I don't mind having listeners come with us. I've done that before. That's a lot of fun.
I do mind being on a bus with listeners just singing Creed to me.
Well, I think if we did that for 3 hours up there, and then we have to do our 3-hour radio show, and then we're going to go to the concert, and then we ride back on by the end of the day, we're all just they're going to hate us. They're going to be so mad at us being on a bus with us for 6 combined hours and do our 3-hour radio show. They'll never want to listen again.
Absolutely.
Why would you want to put them through that?
Massive farter, too.
I know that.
Massive.
You're also a bus crapper. I know that.
Yes.
You're a big bus crapper over there.
Right in my pantalone.
That's good. Oh, I'm supposed to do another one here?
That's
all right, fine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have another one. I'm learning this.
Man, this is great.
I'm learning it.
This is great.
Sorry, I got
We've
stuck.
never had more ways for you to interact with us, and
now I'm
T-Bone
confused.
can't do anything.
Now I'm confused.
Can't read tweets, can't read the chat.
Hang on. Good golly.
No, we got to take a break. Yeah, because
my.
you know what? This lends well to hang on. I will hang on. How long you want me to hang on?
I don't know. I'm typing in Man and Bone. I was told in a meeting earlier today we're going to have someone else read all this, and now apparently it's all on me. So I don't know what the plan is. I'm getting confused with the meetings. Got lots of meetings here. Let's see. Annie Hockhausen. Here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, we had to take a break. We'll come back with Annie Hockhausen and whatever they said coming up next.
Stupid bird.
There you go.
It was over before it started for one Ohio State assistant. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch for an accident on the right shoulder of westbound 670 near 71. And we've got slower traffic if you're on eastbound 70 on the west side between Mount Street and 315. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Save up to $500 on select adjustable bed sets like the all-new Temper Adapt collection with advanced pressure relief to help reduce aches and pains. Plus, get a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Hurry into Mattress Firm today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to... Save with DriveWise in the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This offer is only available at Reichert Ford. 0% financing for 72 months on every 2023 Ford F-150 in stock. Take advantage of Reichert's rate before it's too late. Lock in your 0% rate and take a new truck home today. Thousands of vehicles are waiting at ReichertFord.com.
See dealer for details. N6324.
Exclusively at Reichert Ford. 0% for 72 months is now available on every new 23 F-150 in stock. Hundreds of trucks at ReichertFord.com. We're dealing.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
The Buckeye Show.
You wonder how there's ever a year where there's not at least one first-round pick. It feels easy, but it's not that easy. It's like golf, you know? It's not that easy.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing and Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products, or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Skies are pretty cloudy right now with some widespread showers. Those continue through midday before slowly tapering off this afternoon and into the evening. By 4 or 5 o'clock, we're mostly dry except for a stray shower here or there. Skies begin to clear shortly after that, and we'll see a little bit of sunshine before sunset, helping our temperatures. We're starting in the 60s and ending in the mid to upper 60s. Columbus hitting 69. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your Doppler 10 forecast on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Some fans drink the Kool-Aid. These guys drink the bleach. This is Man and Bone.
It's Wildcard Wednesday. Here's something from the burner from Common Man's Sack Stitch.
Okay.
He or she says, my sex doll sleuths. Who would you cast as the 2 leads for a Netflix original rom-com called Impact of Love? The story of a young, quirky female doctor fresh out of medical school who's tasked with manually removing a 95-pound impacted stool from a curmudgeonly older man and ends up falling in love with him. He says, I'd go with Zendaya and Nick Cage.
Okay. I'll bite on this. I'm going to say, actually, Zooey Deschanel is who I would cast as the young doctor. Because
she's not so young anymore, though.
Well, but here's the thing. Remember in Elf, where we all thought this guy Buddy is a weirdo? Like it's a charming movie, except for one fatal flaw.
I know. I actually hate the movie because of this.
Well, right. He doesn't seem like someone that would ever generate a love interest from someone as attractive as Zooey Deschanel,
no,
or
if
just
you're
even as anyone.
attracted to Buddy the Elf in any way, it's like being attracted to a child.
It's very bizarre. It's a very bizarre.
It's disgusting.
Right. So I feel like given that she played that role before where it's like this almost makes no sense that this person would fall for that other person based on the circumstances, I feel like she would have already been in a role like that and would handle this one about as well as anybody could.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say her there.
That's fine.
And then
I'm going to say Mila Kunis because she's obviously got no problem with filth.
Oh, okay. That's good. As for the guy, I would say comedian Bert Kreischer. I think that would be... He seems like he might be easy to believe had like 95 pounds of feces like somewhere in his belly.
I'm going to go, I'll say with comedian, I'll go with Louis C.K.
Okay, there you go. That's, well.
He also gratifies himself right in front of her, but she doesn't care because she's in love with him.
Well, and she's already like seen all this other gross stuff with him.
That's exactly right. Can't get any grosser.
Yeah.
She's suited up and gone up cracky. God. All right, here, before we get to more
yes, go ahead.
Wildcard Wednesday. So back in late February, Brandon Jordan was hired to the Ohio State football coaching staff as a pass rush specialist. Has spent time at different programs. Last season, he was in the NFL working with Pete Carroll and the Seahawks.
All right.
Okay. So this is late February, brought in here to help out Larry Johnson. And we got word yesterday that he gone.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
So came in late February. It is now
he
mid-May.
Worked with the team during spring ball, did all of that. Right. And I don't know if he thought better of the move or, Ryan Day, some of the other assistants didn't quite like the way that he operated. I don't know. If only Ryan Day were here so we could ask him the question.
Well, he's not here now.
He's not here now, but he was here earlier.
He was.
You will hear from him later.
Yes.
But he's dead now.
Mm.
Brandon Jordan's dead. Ryan Day very much alive.
Well, Brandon Jordan very much alive, just not working for Ohio State.
You know what? We don't know that. We have not heard any comment from him. Ryan Day could have murdered him.
I got to say, this is one of those times where I'm sure we did talk about this, but I had completely forgotten about it. So when you brought this up now, I'm very conflicted because my instant reaction to this is, oh no, what happened? But I also was not thinking about him as like a key vital piece of this organization and of the coaching staff.
I don't even know if we did talk about it because there's like 19 million coaches on this staff now.
Right.
And they bring people in just for spring and then we never see them again.
Yeah, that's a good call. We probably would have ignored it anyway just because we're stupid.
Yep.
And because we don't bog down in like the minutia of things like Ohio State football.
Well, I mean, I do bog down in it.
Not in like...
But not where it takes over the show.
You and I are not going to pretend like we know that this guy is a better pass rush coordinator or whatever the hell he was than the next guy or whatever. I have no idea if he's good or bad at his job. I didn't even know who the hell the guy was. And I don't know now if it's better or worse that he's gone. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm stupid. I have no idea. We know what I'll know? The end of the year. When they either get a bunch of sacks or they don't.
He was with Michigan State in 2022 with Mel Tucker. And then he went to the Seahawks last year, came to us this year, but now he's already gone. So I don't know if they're going to replace him with somebody else or Larry Johnson just said, leave me alone.
Okay. Well, I'd love to know more info. We don't have the info. Gabe says, how do you guys feel about getting fried food at a fancy restaurant? It's a little taboo around my friends where they think if you want fried food, get fast food. And I want your opinion.
All right, here's my opinion. I think your friends are narrow-minded. One of the things that I love to do is I love to go to a place like Hyde Park, and I like to order myself a steak and fries.
Sure.
There's your fried food right there. But they do the fries very well. Steak frites is a wonderful combination. Crispy fried potatoes with a nice steak, and then the butter melts over the steak, and it drips into the fries, and they give you a little aioli to dip it with, too. They do a wonderful fry at Hyde Park. They put it in a cone.
Yeah.
They serve it with a ketchup and a malt vinegar aioli.
That's
delicious.
Beautiful.
Why wouldn't you get that?
No, I feel like if you're going somewhere that that does a really nice version of whatever they're making, then if they do something fried, if they offer it on the menu, they're not offering it because they think it's a cheap, easy way to make a buck. They're doing it because they think that's going to add to your elevated dining experience. So, yeah, your friends are losers. How about that?
I'm with you.
Yeah. This is from that last one that I read was from the YouTube comments from the live stream. This one also is Richard Ebert, OMG, says, Common Man needs facial hair, hashtag babyface Italian.
You know, the camera's not really zooming in. First of all, I do have stubble.
Yeah, you're a stubbly guy.
I've also attempted to grow a beard. It didn't work out well. I didn't like the way I looked. I looked like Johnny Depp.
Why would that? I mean, I understand
Johnny Depp can't grow a proper beard.
I understand why you're saying that, but you have to explain that to people who are like, Johnny Depp's a handsome leading man actor.
First of all, he's not. He's disgusting. Looks like he smells like a butthole and cigarettes all the time. I don't know why anybody likes Johnny Depp.
I'm just pointing out, this man has been the lead actor in many a Hollywood role.
We'll agree to disagree. He's a very talented actor. Looks like he smells like butt. He always has facial hair, but it's never good. See, if I'm going to grow a beard, like to me, I want a Nick Offerman beard.
You want it? Yeah, you want the full
I want a
thing.
brawny guy, like that beard or the Bush guy in the commercials.
Sure.
The Bush beer guy. I know what I mean.
Yeah, I got it.
Like that's the kind of beard that I want to grow.
Bush. I didn't think you meant George W.
You know what? I want a T-bone beard. I can't grow a T-bone beard.
Oh, well, thanks, man. Mine is a little, it needs to be trimmed up a little bit.
But I'll tell you this, though, and this doesn't come up on the YouTube feed, but no one's got a hairier ass than me. Nobody.
What? I don't think anybody was under the idea that you couldn't grow hair out of your face.
I mean, I'll drop trowel and I'll show you.
You'll
be scarred for life.
I won't allow it.
I won't allow it. You don't piss on hospitality.
I know. I was
won't
hoping.
Allow it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Michael, also from YouTube, says, how do you think a retirement roast of Jeff Rimmer would go?
Pretty much like we have him on every single week. We roast him.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
And he laughs. And then, I will say, because in a roast, if you're thinking of like the Tom Brady roast, yeah, I think it would go a lot more like the Kardashian part of that.
God.
Well, because...
Oh, my God.
I think they would have to invite a lot of hockey people because he knows a lot of hockey people and he's been involved in hockey for so long. The problem is a lot of hockey people are boring as wet toast. Like they're not going to bring anything funny to that. So then only the times where you have non-hockey people would they actually make it interesting. And
I'll tell you who would
that
make
roast wouldn't be any good.
I'll tell you a hockey guy, though, that would make it good.
Who's that?
Doug McClain.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
McClain would make it good.
Dougie Mack could do that. I agree with you.
And he'd make it awkward, too, because he'd be so mean.
Yes.
That it would be awkward.
Yeah, he would get really deeply personal to the point that Rimmer would say, that's enough. He'd wave him over like Tom Brady with Jeff Ross.
By the way,
cut that bleep out.
Speaking of Rimmer having surgery today, I have an update from Rimmer's surgery.
Oh.
Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got a couple of slow spots. You'll find a slowdown on eastbound 70 downtown between the 71 West Split and Livingston Avenue, and about a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 Everyone, fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this great deal on select beverages. Body Armor Super Drink, Powerade, or Arizona Tea are on sale for only 77 cents each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand you zip up every day. Counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation. Counted on for a holistic approach by those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax, consulting to wealth management, we are built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
Right now during Jeep 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for $379 a month for 42 months with $3,837 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial Services. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024. Jeep is a registered trademark.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. If you're a business owner, navigating through divorce presents unique challenges. You're thrust into a world where every penny you've earned is examined and your assets are on the line. These situations demand a tactical defense rooted in nuanced financial expertise. When your life's work is at stake, you need a partner who's as invested in your case as you are in your business.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Barely famous, incredibly stupid. Back to Man and Bone.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. On campus, all the news and notes you need coming up at 4:48. No Rimmer today because Rimmer is having surgery, had surgery. We talked to him yesterday. I have an update.
Okay.
Rimmer, down in South Florida, was going in to have neck surgery, and they had to manipulate his vocal cords, which is why he waited until he was retired from broadcasting. Because, you know, things can go wrong.
Well, yeah, you don't want to have that happen, and then suddenly your voice doesn't sound the same. Or whatever you have.
Ask Joe Buck.
Right, yeah.
You know, Joe Buck for a long time. So it's not about you. Because he went in for hair plug treatment. What do they call it? Hair transplant.
Hair transplant?
Hair transplant.
Hair plugs? I don't know.
And they have to keep your head and neck very still while they're doing this. And they had a clamp on his neck that damaged his vocal cords.
It's wild.
And so for years he didn't sound right. He had to go through voice therapy. He never knew if he'd get it back. Now he's got it back. So the update is Rimmer in South Florida actually shares a doctor with Jon Bon Jovi.
Oh.
Who also is having issues with his vocal cords.
Well, those issues are he can no longer hit the notes that he apparently at one time could.
Well, yes and no. They have repaired Jon Bon Jovi's vocal cords.
Okay.
However, They have accidentally implanted them inside Rimmer.
Oh, my.
Rimmer's vocal cords have been implanted into Jon Bon Jovi. Rimmer is thrilled about this because now he sounds like Jon Bon Jovi.
Okay.
But Jon Bon Jovi not so thrilled. So Rimmer is so thrilled about it, he decided to take one of his classic play-by-play cuts and actually interject something with his new voice.
Well, do you have a way for us to hear that?
You know what? I just so happened to, Bone.
That's amazing.
Let's take a listen.
Once upon a time, not so long ago.
Peca, outlet pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to split the defense and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored. What a goal. It doesn't get any better than this. Rick Nash, how do you do?
Goodness gracious! Jeff, that's the best goal I've seen Rick Nash score in his career.
I got to tell you.
That's pretty good.
You know, Fish came to us a couple weeks ago and said, have you guys nominated yourself for awards? We said, no, we haven't.
Right, that's the first thing we thought of. Let's nominate this dumb show for awards.
But
that's the one that'll win us one if we ever do get nominated.
You know, Jon Bon Jovi went back into the studio today to see if he could salvage his voice now that he has Rimmer's vocal.
That's good. I think maybe one verse and a chorus might have gotten the point across, but I'm glad we went all the way to the Hamptons with it.
Well, I got to tell you, I just got a little carried away.
You know, I've often wondered what would it sound like if Fred Schneider from the B-52s covered Bon Jovi, and now I know. And bring your jukebox money.
That's a good
pull. Hello. I need to hear Rimmer doing Love Shack now. That's the next one.
You got any gum? Stupid, dumb show. My God. You know, here's a behind the scenes for you. Fish, who's the program director, has actually challenged us to become more stupid.
Yeah, you'd think a program director would say, guys, I appreciate that you like the humor.
No.
Like, we do this stuff because we don't want to do our actual jobs, which is talking sports. That's our job. And even though it's a fun job, we've decided, much like any employee at most places, we'd rather do something else. So this is what we do. And Fish comes in and says, do more of that and do less of the sports talk.
All right. I want to point something out. So earlier today, radio station All Frenzy, because Ryan Day's coming in. He's going to do a live segment or two on Morning Juice. He's then going to stick around and do Bishop and Friends. Tomorrow on Rothman and Ice, Frank Caliendo, famous comedian, is coming in the studio.
Yep.
Like all the other shows are getting ready for things.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, dignitaries are coming. We're going to talk to these things. I said to myself today, I got to find time to get in the studio and sing Bad Medicine as Jeff Rimmer. This is what I got to do.
Yeah, I get it. That's you know what? Our priorities are in the right place. Not that it was wrong for them to have Ryan Day on. That's great. That fits their shows. If we had Ryan Day on, all we'd want to talk about is like, what are your favorite albums? What kind of fast food do you like?
He'd probably welcome it.
Well, maybe.
He probably wouldn't like that I'd introduce him and then play the song that I wrote about him.
Well, he didn't call us up and say, I want to go on Man and Bone. He said, I want to go on and talk a bunch of serious sports talk with,
I don't know.
Morning show.
I don't know if he said that.
Well, I don't know who said it. Whoever set it up. I'm just saying.
You made a joke look like a king.
Is this a bad day to play this?
We could have played it.
Now he taunts you with his
Look, even if he doesn't like the lyrics, he's got to admit it's a catchy tune.
You've done is talk.
I mean,
right?
I agree with you. I mean, I don't know if I should talk over it or not. I don't want to ruin the song because it's good.
Well, people can go on the YouTube channel, and we got you can listen to the whole thing there.
You made a joke look like a king. Hello?
Oh,
I want Rims to cover this song.
Rimmer's going to do this song.
And bring your jukebox money. You play soft.
Okay. Coming up next. You know what? Hell with it. Coming up next, who the hell knows?
Wildcard Wednesday.
You know what? I'm going to talk about Christmas. I do have something to talk about with Christmas.
Christmas?
Yes, Christmas. Christmas.
Okay. All right.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's stop-and-go traffic causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70, and expect some slower traffic on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and I-70. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services with options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Paint your landscape with abounding color during the Parade of Color at Oakland Nursery. Soft pastels, bright vivid yellows, bold oranges and reds, and soft pinks. Get started with the Oakland Nursery Flat Sale. Select flats of marigolds, petunias, begonias, and impatiens, normally $19.99, now just $14.99 a flat. 32 plants per flat for just $14.99 on select annuals during this huge sale. Oakland Nursery is 35 acres of spacious outdoor shopping and bright colors everywhere during the Parade of Color.
If your garage door is so old that it's got cave paintings and hieroglyphics drawn on the inside, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, Bianca.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet starting at $19.99 per month offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezline.com.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
It's good to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. It's a good time to search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer in 7824.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
Because we
have 7.
Like our number 4.
Sunny Street Cafe. Breakfast and lunch classics you would expect. And some tasty concoctions you wouldn't.
Now with 8 locations.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Sears Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Hey, it's Wildcard Wednesday. That means you interact with us, and we interact back with you. How is it different from a regular day? Well, we just do it more today. At Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093, or you can hop in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button, and then we're there, and you can watch us, and the chat pops up. The Jaguars and the city of Jacksonville have agreed to a $1.4 billion stadium deal that will keep the team in the city for another 30 years. So there you go. They're not going anywhere.
So that's the end of the Jags to London thing? That's all done now?
Yes.
Now,
pony up $1.4 billion.
The $1.4 billion is to improve the stadium or build an entirely new one? Because the way stadium costs are going these days, that seems like a low number. I hate to say that sounds ridiculous to even say it that way. That's for a brand new stadium that is being built from the ground up. I'm wondering if they're renovating that thing in a significant way.
Construction will begin after the 2025 season, with the Jaguars playing in a reduced capacity stadium in 2026 and playing their home games in either Gainesville or Orlando in 2027. It must be the same stadium.
So I'm saying as $1.4 billion is a lot of money to everybody else, but when you see some of these stadiums are being built for $7-8 billion they're asking for nowadays, knowing where everything seems to go when it comes to pro sports, I would be shocked if that's
I don't have all the details,
for a brand new stadium.
But we do have our Jacksonville Jaguars reporter that we talk to very often, Vito Stellino, on the phone. Should we?
Yeah, let's ask Vito what's going on.
Talk to Vito?
Is there a feeling that there's enough playmakers on the offensive side of the football?
Well, they'd like to think so. I mean, they think obviously Maurice Jones-Drew is a 1,000-yard runner. They think if David gets more protection and the receivers play better, that the passing game will be better. So we'll find out. That's why they play the games.
This is when we used to do such things like, hey, the Jaguars are in the news. Let's call someone.
Right.
Stupid. I hate it. Other shows can do that. I don't want to do it. But this guy from the Jags, Vito, had such phlegm in his throat that I couldn't talk to him for more than 30 seconds. I had to hang up on him.
Well,
I couldn't take it.
In that clip, if you listen very closely, I can hear you laughing. You're basically like...
I had to let him go.
I know, because you're
choking on it.
Yeah, he definitely struck me as one of those guys. I haven't seen video of him in a while.
Well, he had a little situation, remember?
Yeah, I remember. But what I was saying is it seemed like he was the type of guy who might have got the crusties around the corners of his mouth, have to wipe him off because he's got so much phlegm.
Now, look, as a guy, I'm at the age right now where I deal with a lot of old man phlegm.
You do.
I have the phlegm. I have OCD. I'm a throat clearer. And so I'm constantly, but I'm very aware of the phlegm.
Yeah.
He was just embracing the phlegm.
He just he was swimming in the phlegm.
He lives in phlegmland. He also had a situation where he went on Twitter and shared a link to, accidentally shared a link to porno.
Yeah, he was trying to link to some other thing, and apparently he had copied this link previously, and that link was still in his clipboard as he went to post. And I've never forgotten that moment, quite honestly, because I then bookmarked No, I'm just kidding. I did not bookmark.
Well, no, but I mean, you could search for a picture of him.
Yeah.
He looks like old man Jay Burson.
That is correct.
You just picture that guy watching the porn.
I can't. Why would you picture that?
Because you don't want to. You just have to. It's just there.
By the way, I need to yell at Ted about something. I don't know if I need to yell at him. I want to point this out, and maybe you'll yell at him.
Why?
Because Ted, during the last segment, he posted on the fans' YouTube comment section of our live stream. He posted, maybe today is one of them, ?
Stop it, Ted.
Ted. You got to keep us
Today
grounded over here.
So not one of them.
Today's not one of them.
Did you not hear the Jeff Rimmer singing Bon Jovi?
Well, that's what led me to think maybe today is the day.
Get out of here.
That was good, right? Come on.
You know what? I'll guarantee it's not one of them because I'm going to read something off the burner phone right now.
All right.
This is from Zach. It's Wildcard Wednesday. Do you ever have any poops that require a shower? And how do you feel about the fancy toilet paper that leaves tiny balls of paper in your butt hair? I'm glad you brought that up because I have thoughts on both. First of all, yes, I have had the smeary poop where I have to say, I can't get this clean. I got to get in the shower.
Can I ask?
This ain't one of them.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Do you often... How is your morning? I'm always a go to the bathroom first, then a shower.
Yes, that's what I normally do.
So I'm never a shower and then poo guy.
But that's,
right?
Well, no, but sometimes it just happens. You don't plan on a poo. You get a surprise afternoon poo or evening poo.
Right.
It sneaks up on you. It's much smearier than you thought.
Oh.
It takes half a roll to get it clean. Eventually, you just give up. That's when you got to get back in the shower and go for shower number 2. We all don't have fancy bidets at our house like Bishop and Friends. Everybody on that show
has a bidet.
Everybody on that show's got a very tidy and clean BH.
Everybody's bideting it up over there.
Now, as for the toilet paper,
we're in apparently the Stone Ages just using toilet paper.
I generally find that I react better to the cheaper toilet paper. Yes, I would like softness, but the ones with ripples and ridges and Charmin, all that stuff, while softer, leave the dingleberries.
I see.
And so then it gets stuck in the hair. That's why I always go with the Kirkland brand.
Really?
Kirkland from Costco.
That's your number one?
That's my number one toilet brand.
Well, I will tell you that what I've noticed is we sometimes vary in the house, where sometimes we will have the cheaper brand, and then sometimes we will have the Angel Soft or something a little more plush. And sometimes we're going like full on, it's almost like a paper towel. And the problem is I'm used to a certain size of wad of toilet paper.
Size of wad.
Well, you know what I mean. So I pull off about the same amount each time when I'm going to take care of that. And if you're adding in now some extra thickness to each sheet, if I'm going double ply instead of single ply, then I'm saying that changes the amount that I need. But if I don't recognize that instantly and get too much, then we got a clog situation happening in the old toilet.
Now, I was over, my in-laws don't like it when I talk about them on the air, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
I was over at their house recently, and Kristen used the commode. Thankfully, she didn't clog it, because she does all the time.
Okay.
Comes back out and says, my parents have the softest toilet paper I've ever felt.
All right.
I didn't need to take a crap, but it's like, all right, well, I guess I'll go try it out. I'll go force one out, just so I can try this toilet paper. Now, again, this is I'm in family's house. I wouldn't do this at your house.
What do you mean?
Although you're family.
Yeah, I got it. It'd be fine. You'd be allowed. I'd bring it out and just rub it on your face. Here's toilet paper.
So I go in there, and I had the complete opposite reaction. It was too soft. It was like wiping your ass with a cashmere blanket. I didn't like it at all.
I don't know what that would feel like, honestly. I didn't
feel like I could get clean. It was all just too jellyish down there. If you can see me on the YouTube, I'm moving.
I don't even know what's going on here at this point. Like, it's soft, but it's too soft.
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you I've never experienced something that soft in toilet paper.
I want something rough down there.
Give me
I want to wipe with newspaper.
Well, that's a different problem. I understand. It's all right to like it rough down there.
That I wipe myself.
Exactly. Oh, you're saying
I want cuts and scrapes.
You couldn't even tell you weren't even sure if you were finished or not.
Right, that's what I mean. It's like, am I done? Am I clean? I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
It still feels, I know jiggly down there.
Very velvety is what you're saying.
The paper was coming up clean, but I didn't feel clean. I didn't trust it. You ever have that one wiper you don't trust it?
I never trust it. I always got to go for we need two sources to confirm, just like any good
Absolutely.
report. Yeah.
Ryan Day paid us a visit today. Not us.
No.
More mature shows.
Not this show.
Like the toenail flicker. You will hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident blocking the left lane and causing a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt after Easton Way. And slow traffic is causing another 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the South Outer Belt between 71 and 23. This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, They know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit BMIFCU.org/free for more details.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Since 1950, Sears Heating and Cooling has been your Central Ohio HVAC expert. Founded by Johnny Sears when gas was just 27 cents a gallon, we're still at the top of our game with thousands of perfect customer reviews. Let Sears Heating and Cooling ensure your AC unit is ready to battle the summer heat ahead. Schedule your AC maintenance today and spring new life into your existing AC unit. From Pout to Canal, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. As a local family-owned business, we understand the importance of celebrating the ones we love. Stop in to find the perfect gift or check us out online at worthingtonjewelers.com.
Skyline now has Coney kits with everything you need to build and serve 24 delicious cheese conies. They're perfect for watch parties, birthdays, or any fun gathering. Call ahead and order your Coney kit today at participating Skyline locations while supplies last.
Always at the forefront of new technology, Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies. Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
No, see,
afflicted. No, affected was right.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye.
No,
adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. While everybody's anticipating the release of the entire NFL schedule later tonight, we did learn earlier today there'll be 2 games on Christmas Day. Kansas City to face Pittsburgh, Baltimore against Houston. NBA playoffs tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston to face the Celtics. Cavs facing elimination, trailing 3-1. Also, it looks like they'll be without Donovan Mitchell again with a calf injury. Karis LeVert of the Cavs listed as questionable with a knee problem. Western semis tonight. Dallas at Oklahoma City. That series tied at 2-2. Baseball in Phoenix, second inning. Diamondbacks lead the Cincinnati Reds 1-0. Guardians will be in Texas to face the Rangers. Clippers home game with Louisville postponed today because of rain. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Give yourself a goal of losing 40 pounds by the 4th. It's doable, easy, and your summer self will thank you. Awaken 180 weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
And from every dime a dog night in the Midwest,
Because he's fat.
Here's Man and Bone.
Please go subscribe to the podcast of this dumb show. We really appreciate it if you would. Just go to wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. It is Wildcard Wednesday. It was a big day here at the Fan today because Ryan Day came in, paid us a visit, talked to Morning Juice, stuck around, talked to Bo Bishop. And it was also a fun day because I got to talk to Bo Bishop.
Oh, yeah. It's always good for us when we get to hang with Bo. He's not always in when we're here, all that stuff.
Well, that and the fact that he lives in Cleveland. He lives 2 hours away.
He works from home, Mike. He works from home.
Okay. Do we have to, play games with people and talk to them like they're stupid? Bo is not here day to day.
No.
He works up in Northeast Ohio. We beam him down via satellite.
That's right.
All right, it's the modern technology, the wonders of modern technology. So when Bo does come down here, we get a chance to reminisce about the old days here at the Fan. Notice I didn't say good old days.
Just the old
because they weren't.
days.
Just the old days.
Now, some of you sharp-eared listeners may have said, hold on a second. Did you guys do a podcast about those good old days?
No, we didn't have time today,
days.
but it's on the agenda. We're going to do it.
We did a little negotiating to try to find a time, and we're optimistic that before the summer's out, I would say is a tangible goal for us.
Yes, before
to try to get
season.
this done. Okay,
we're going to get it done.
Yeah,
he's coming down again for the Memorial. I'll be here that week, so hopefully we can do something then.
There you go.
Ryan Day in studio today. He had a couple things that I want to touch on. First of all, he talked. This one is from Bishop and Friends. He talked about how he had a relationship with Chip Kelly for a long time. Chip Kelly, of course, here now to run the offense. Let's take a listen.
Growing up, he was a little older than me, and when we're in town together, he was friends with my uncle. He would be sometimes over my grandparents' house. He would work Nina's dad's basketball camp, and actually was her counselor at one time. We tell a lot of great stories. He never got up off the couch, off the chair. He was just had his shirt off, getting a good suntan during that. My father-in-law tells a great story about that, but somebody who was always around Manchester and always was somebody that was very, very well respected, went to my high school. So I knew him very well. So, when he came around to recruit, obviously he was almost like family.
There you go.
I like Chip. I'm excited for Chip.
Yeah. I
think doesn't like Chip?
This will be a good, I think a good pairing for the two of them.
You know who doesn't like Chip?
Who doesn't like Chip?
LaShawn McCoy.
I've heard.
No likey Chip Kelly. Because according to LaShawn McCoy and other Eagle players at that time, Chip Kelly, no likey black people.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that what LaShawn McCoy's been saying? I did not hear that. I knew that there were a lot of Eagles players back in the day who did not like that he changed the menu in the Eagles training facility. I remember that.
Yeah.
No, I was not aware of...
First of all, he was probably ahead of his time there, where it's like, hey, no more burgers and fries.
Yeah, and everybody kind of got mad and said, no way. Now I'm sure... I would guess a lot of those places.
Now, full disclosure, I'm not here to carry the water for Chip Kelly, but LaShawn McCoy pretty much hates everyone. He hates Andy Reid, too.
Yes.
He's talked about Andy Reid. He hates him.
Yeah, so I don't want to say that someone is wrong on that. I don't know. I didn't live his life. I don't know what he's seen and heard. I'm just saying I wouldn't have any way to know that. That's an allegation he's apparently making. All right.
This is a story that I liked. So this is a little behind the scenes. So Quinshon Judkins comes in, leads the SEC in rushing the last 2 years. He decides he wants to be part of a different program, come to Ohio State. Ryan Day then talks about how he brought Travion Henderson into this whole thing. And it's a little behind-the-scenes story that I appreciated.
I think once he decided to go into the portal, everyone's recruiting him across the country, as you can imagine. But when you have someone like Davison Igbinosun, who's been at both programs, give testimony to what it is like here, I think that was really important. And, when he decided that, I'm interested in Ohio State, the first thing I said was, well, Travion Henderson's coming back, and then the first person I called was Trey, and Trey says, can I sleep on it a little bit? And the next day he says, Coach, if it's going to help our team, I think it's going to be great. And Quinshon said the same thing. And I think, Quinshon might tell you right now, like he likes being around. If you want to be elite, you want to be around elite-minded people.
Yeah.
And that's what's in our locker room right now. And so I can even see a change in him and just the way he's approaching every day in terms of workouts, the way he practiced from day one until the last practice of spring practice. And so, just being in the city of Columbus, being around Ohio State, being on this stage, being around the resources we have, and more importantly, around the people we have, just raises your level up a little bit. And I think that you're starting to see that with him.
All right, here's what I really liked about that, what I found interesting about that. So he gets word that Quinshon Judkins wants to come to Ohio State. He calls Travion Henderson, and Travion says, Coach, can I sleep on it? Now, he says Travion comes back the next day and says, hey, I'm in. But what if he doesn't? What if Travion says to Coach, I thought about it, Coach, and I told you I was coming back, and I think it's disrespectful for somebody else to come in and share the load with me. I'm going to be a number one back. It's going to hurt my draft stock if he comes in here. I'm not saying it's all true, but let's say Travion says that. Says, I've given it some thought. You asked me, and I'm telling you, no, I don't want him to come. Does Ryan Day then say, okay, well, then that's that. I'll tell him I don't have a spot for him, and that's the end of that. Or does he say, well, too bad. He's coming anyway. Well, so you're going to have to deal with it. Like sort of I do that with my daughter where I say to her, hey, you want to help me clean out the garage? I give her the question.
Right.
But there's a certain answer I'm looking for. If she says no, I say, well, too bad. You're going to do it anyway.
Sure.
It's the illusion of choice. I'm not really giving her a choice. I'm giving her the illusion of choice. Well, I wonder if Ryan Day would have really said to Quinshon Judkins if Travion Henderson said no.
Well, what could have happened then is probably what he's sleeping on if I'm Travion Henderson is, do I want to come back to Ohio State knowing that now you're bringing in competition for me? And maybe that's the part where he's saying he slept on it and decided, yeah, I'm not going to transfer out. I'm going to stay here. And I think it could be a 1-2 punch, and I want to be a part of that. I understand that that's the reality that these guys are now dealing with. That's what the head coaches are dealing with. That's what the players have to deal with. The portal is great if you are a player who feels like you could get a better situation somewhere else, maybe get some more money, all the above. But, of course, there's going to be repercussions to that. And Travion Henderson, to his credit, said, yeah, I'd like to stay here. And, of course, I'm sure he's also getting some type of, a good NIL deal to make sure he wants to be a part of this too. But all of that, I think, speaks to kind of what they're trying to build at Ohio State and trying to make this thing a real family type of atmosphere. We'll see if that results in wins. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm happy that everyone wants to hang around and be a part of this, and it seems like the NIL stuff's working. But if you don't win the games you got to win, then it doesn't really matter.
Here is Ryan Day talking about the evolution of college football.
You think about, the coaches that have come before. You think about Woody Hayes and Earl Bruce and, John Cooper and Jim Tressel and, Urban Meyer. And each of those eras are vastly different from where college football is now to even when they were. I mean, certainly like when Woody Hayes was here and Earl Bruce and the Coach Coop and Coach Tressel. But even when Coach Meyer was here, I mean, it's just, where it was 3 years ago was different. And it's constantly changing. And one thing that I've just come to grips with is that you've got to make sure that that every year there's going to be massive change. There's going to be something going on that you're going to have to deal with at a high level. And it's kind of been whether it was COVID or just the changes that are going on. And so, we have to do that. You have to, like you said, be adaptable with the times because things are moving very, very fast. That's just the way the world works. Yeah. And, the job is very, very different. And, when you think about the game of football and coaching football, the number one reason you get is to affect young people's lives. Yeah. Now, I love the football part of it. I love the coaching part of it. My job right now isn't really focused as much on that part of it, but that's okay. We got a great staff. We got great guys and continue to build that culture and have effect on them.
We talk a lot about expectations and winning certain games, and we're going to continue to do that. I honestly will say this, though. I have no idea how a modern football coach exists. I have no idea how you go home to your family, how you can have any time whatsoever. Bo Bishop brought this up today. Back in the day, he was in Tallahassee. He's doing the Bobby Bowden show. Okay?
Yeah.
So he's down there. He's doing all that stuff. And, these guys used to keep regular hours. They'd go home. They'd have dinner with their family. There'd be weeks in the summertime, months really, where no one would say anything, couldn't talk to anybody, and you would go on vacation, and that would be the end of it. These coaches don't do that now. It's impossible to do that now. Now, they're making much more money than they were back then. But still, the being on, the being available all the time. Hey, coach, so-and-so's got a problem. Hey, coach, we got to figure out how we're going to pay this guy. It's got to be constant. I don't know how Ryan Day, any of these guys, are able to deal with it and have a sane home life.
Well, right. I think, though, the other side to that is if you go ask the leader of a Fortune 500 company, how do you retain all your great talent? How do you do all that? They're saying, well, I don't sleep a lot. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I understand that.
What's now happened is these universities, these programs are worth so much money, and the executive level positions like head coach are paid like top level executives at giant corporations. they now have the similar problems as far as that goes that those giant corporations have, where they're trying to keep their best talent from going elsewhere, and they are experiencing a stress level that is very similar to high-level executives at big-time corporations. The difference is there's no NCAA bylaws kind of jumping in occasionally and messing with that, and you typically have a little bit different structure with an organization because you are dealing with employees at the end of the day. That is something that these coaches, everything else is getting very similar to corporate America, except for your relationship to the people that you work with day to day. Because Ryan Day, while he is their coach, he is a mentor, he is a teacher in some ways, he is not their boss. Like, they are not employees of his by the legal definition.
Not yet, at
Not
least.
yet. But I'm saying, doesn't it seem like that's where we almost have to head, given that all the problems we're talking about here are, well, yeah, but you could do all this stuff, and then tomorrow the guy could just call you up and say, never mind, I'm out. Right. And you can do that in corporate America to a degree, but there are also things like contracts that you can sign that keep you in a place, or there's stipulations if you choose to leave. These are the things that I think eventually college football is going to get to, because you're right. Otherwise, you could go back to what Bobby Bowden used to have. He didn't get paid like this either.
Right. I want to go back to something I teased before. I said I was going to talk about Christmas, and I didn't because I suck.
Oh, I forgot all about
that. But I'm going to talk about Christmas coming up. I actually have some news about Christmas. Breaking news about Christmas.
Canceled.
Not canceled.
Not canceled. Okay, good.
Just a little different this year.
Okay. Good.
Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident blocking the left lane and causing a 10-minute slowdown on westbound 70 on the west side after West Broad Street. And we have slow traffic on westbound 670 between 3rd Street and 315. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services with options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Take action with Logan Services. Call now for savings up to $2,700 on a qualifying train system and 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train with a system for every home and budget. Schedule your installation now and pick one freebie. Installation takes just 1 day. We make home comfort easy, so book your free estimate now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Sunday is the time for brunching with your favorite people. And when they don't invite you, listen to us instead. Fan Sports Sunday with Tino and Devere Posey.
Sunday morning starting at 11.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Twin Peaks is your source for some of the top whiskeys on shelves. Celebrate World Whiskey Day with a tried and true favorite, or try something new over a crystal clear ice ball. Allocated whiskeys vary by locations. Visit TwinPeaksRestaurant.com.
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pack Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy on it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Damaro.
Ohio's public school bus drivers, paraprofessionals, custodians, and so many others give the best of themselves every day so our students can thrive. And they deserve respect, a living wage, and a seat at the table when decisions are being made. This week, as we celebrate World Education Support Professionals Day, stand with us to pledge your support.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. Shop with the experts. A 5-carat certified colorless tennis bracelet is just $1,650 at cleanorigin.com or their retail stores. Mention code RADIO10 for 10% off.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Clouds and showers and a few storms on this Wednesday. Temperatures holding around 70 degrees. After a damp finish, the showers and storms out overnight will dry out with a bit of fog by Thursday morning. Temperatures running in the mid-50s. We'll see plenty of sunshine Thursday and a bit warmer with highs in the mid to upper 70s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You wanted the best. Instead, you got these two. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. You can tweet us at manandbone971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Or you can hop in the live YouTube chat. Just search 971 The Fan on YouTube, click on the live button, and there we are.
Now, I would read some of those.
Hold on, I got Christmas.
I know. What I'm saying is I can't read them yet because you teased a Christmas thing like
Christmas
40 minutes ago.
I know, I'm stupid.
And then you never paid off on it, and so now we're paying off on that, and then I will do more wild card.
All right, Christmas. Netflix has officially landed the Christmas Day NFL games. There's been some speculation the last 48 hours that Amazon was going to jump in and steal them, but Netflix is into the live sports game with the NFL Christmas Day. 2 games, Christmas Day. This is a 3-year deal. They will be streaming only, but the NFL has in the past put, if it's a local team, that will be on local television somewhere. Right. Look, we're going to bitch and moan. Like, that's not Christ-like. It's like, I don't know, man.
Is that what we're going to say?
Christ hates Netflix. I have no idea. But look, I'm done bitching and moaning about this. This is the way it is. I'm not the biggest fan of streaming sports, but it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's going to get more and more.
Well, to your point, if it's not here to stay, then the entire system as we know it is crumbling, and they're going to do something else completely different that we'll all complain about when that comes.
That's
like,
right.
We're never going back to the days where all your favorite games are on 4, 6, and 10 or ESPN, and that's it. And even if we did, there would still be, I'm sure, some way they would find for you to pay to be able to even access those channels. So there's too much money to be made on this. And as we have said time and time again, we will all complain about it, or a lot of people will complain about it, and then they will begrudgingly go, can you believe it? I had to download Peacock to watch that game. I had to download the Amazon app to watch that game. Anyway, the game was great. And then everyone's going to watch it, or enough people will watch it to justify them continuing to do this, and that's the name of the game. So we can complain about it all you want, but you're right, it's not going to change anything.
So Christmas NFL on the Netflix. By the way, Christmas this year is on a Wednesday, which means Wednesday NFL football. Aaron Rodgers had a very rational, wide-ranging interview with Tucker Carlson on Twitter. No, be quiet.
I know. What I was going to say is, if there was a way where I could like physically delete myself from this conversation for however long it's going to go on, I would choose that option here. But go ahead.
Just as a reminder, he wants to cut out all the BS this offseason
Right.
and focus on football. I mean, he said that. He said the problem with this Jets team is that there's too much BS. We got to focus. So he decided to focus by flirting with the idea of being vice president.
Yes.
And talking to Tucker Carlson about everything. I mean, like, tiny gnomes that pop out of the toilet. I'm sure that made an appearance. Everything.
Did he talk about the guy he was thinking about running for vice president with, saying that a worm got into his brain and ate part of it?
Yeah, I don't... Look, man, that's enough of that. This conversation can't go anywhere good. That's enough of that. Let's talk about more dingleberries in the BH.
I'll just say we got a lot of great options this year.
Yeah, we got
a lot of great options.
I did
tremendous
see
options.
that the other two are going to debate themselves, each other.
Oh, okay.
They're going to debate each other.
Well,
They've agreed to 2 debates this summer. One on CNN, one on ABC. It's going to be Biden. It's going to be Trump. And it's actually going to be the worm that ate Bobby Kennedy's brain.
The good news is it's also the undercard for the Tyson-Logan Paul fight.
Yes,
or
absolutely.
Whatever Paul fight it is. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whichever one it is. Yeah. By the way, here's some Wildcard Wednesdays. I will do this one, and then I've got a historical fact for you.
Oh, please do.
Dave Kwan tweeted us and said, "My guys, do you guys have a favorite Sports Illustrated swimsuit model? Let's just say that I didn't need your friends at Tri-State Men's Health Clinic when the Kathy Ireland editions showed up on the doorstep."
Kathy Ireland was right in the wheelhouse of me discovering all the disgusting things my body could do. There was that. Tyra Banks was right around that time, too.
Tyra Banks was.
Oh, my God.
I mean, back
Tyra
in her
Banks.
day, yeah, she was 100% with you on those two. I will add in Brooklyn Decker in the yellow bikini that she had when I think she was on the cover.
What year was that?
Probably like somewhere in the 2000s. But
yeah, I don't think I was paying attention then.
You should go look up Brooklyn Decker and Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover. Ted, do you remember this cover at all? Am I just alone?
Yeah, I can remember back in the day, we used to, back when we were banging here at the radio station.
Sure, yeah.
We would subscribe to Sports Illustrated, and it would come in, and then there would be a little bit of a fight to see who got the swimsuit
there
edition.
you go.
Or sometimes they would pull it so nobody could see it.
I'm looking at Brooklyn Decker right now.
And?
She's... Well, I knew she was A-OK.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, 2010 is what you're thinking
2010.
of. 2010. I did see that, actually, Timmy sent me some pictures of Livy Dunn.
What a shock.
In this year's issue.
Oh, yeah, she's in the issue. I forgot.
She's in the
That's
issue,
right.
and she's looking fetching, as she always does.
Well, there you go.
He also sent me some pictures of Hoda Kotb.
Hoda Kotb's in it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Remember, last year, Martha Stewart was in it.
How's Hoda doing?
Hoda looks like a 60-year-old woman in a bathing suit that's been airbrushed to death.
Well, I will say this about Hoda Kotb. When I've seen her on TV, I say that is a beautiful woman for her age and like all the like. I'm saying you can understand how if you ran into her in real life, you'd say that's a stunning person.
That's right. But I think they should have 2 separate issues. You know, like college football will have the new EA Sports game.
Yes,
they're going to have different covers based on the different regions of the country.
Sure.
Okay. And so I think they should have, let's say 3 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues.
Okay.
All right. One is traditional, standard, what you know and love.
You're talking about
if you're men
you're
of
talking
our
about
age.
like a lot of the models being under like 30 or 25, and they're
they
at
came
the top of their
right
game
from Leo's house.
Top.
And then Derek Jeter marries them. Like that.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
And so then there's that. You got one that just says all dongs.
All dongs.
Not for me.
All dongs go to heaven. I'm just saying, maybe that's how you go to heaven. I'm just saying,
I don't know, but it's all just muscular dudes and
whatever you're into,
whatever you happen to, oiled up, lubed dudes.
Absolutely right.
All of that, and then you have the granny panties edition, where it's women of a certain age. It's like, look, you don't put Arnold Palmer out there with Rory McIlroy. It's just not fair.
Sure.
All right, you got the regular PGA Tour, you got the senior tour.
Right.
They should have 2 different issues for grandmas and Livy Dunn. They should not exist in the same universe.
Well, I think when you put grandma next to Livy Dunn, by the nature of that comparison, people are going to not give a fair shake to the grandma.
That's right. It's actually rude to grandma.
Right. It is. It's not fair to her.
When really there's nothing wrong with grandma.
Can I also add in, I think there would be another Sports Illustrated edition I would add in, which is like...
fourth one?
Yeah, which would be like somewhere in the 35 to 50, I think, category. I think that's an underappreciated demo when it comes to like women who may
call that like the soccer mom edition.
Sure. I'm just saying that's an age group I think that has a lot of legs. I don't mean I understand. It would do well for a lot of people.
I get it.
Oh, I don't have time for the history thing.
No, we got to go.
Next time.
Tease it. Go ahead.
Coming up, I will tell you about something very historic that happened in this city on this date 25 years ago today.
Very nice. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find an accident blocking the left lane on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt after Morse Road. Police are on scene there, causing delay. We also have a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey there, friends. Bo here. You planning that summer vacation? Skip the long lines in the crowded cities. Get away in an RV from my friends at RCD RV. Summer nights will soon be calling, and RCD RV is here to take your camping experience to the next level. They provide the best brands, the best service, awesome after-sales support. They are family-owned and operated in Central Ohio for over 50 years. You will feel it the second you walk on one of their lots. Over 650 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Schedule your free in-home estimate today, and for every 2 windows you buy, the next 2 are free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years. Restrictions apply. Check them out online, uwd.com.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Right now during Jeep 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for $379 a month for 42 months with $3,837 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial Services. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024. Jeep is a registered trademark.
This is the sound of a well-tuned air conditioner ready for summer. This is the sound of an air conditioner that was not tuned up by Apex Pros.
Excuse me, I represent the Don't Make Stuff Up on the Radio Association.
I'm kind of doing something here.
That sound of a not tuned up air conditioner?
Oh, you mean this?
You made that up.
Well, it's a dramatization. See, most air conditioner troubles can be prevented with a simple tune-up before summer by Apex Pros. The pros who knows.
And that.
The pros who knows.
You can't say sentences like that.
Hey, look, it's just our cute way of saying
that cute bear. Does a bear tune up my AC?
What? No, it's people. I mean, a person, a guy, maybe a gal.
Making stuff up.
An Apex tune-up helps your AC last longer, lowers your energy bills, and prevents this.
You did it again!
Man, you're a real hothead. Sit under this air conditioning.
What air conditioning? I don't hear any...
See? Schedule a tune-up at ApexPros.com.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. ApexPros.com.
Save big on fuel with M-Perks. Earn points on your Meijer purchases in-store and online. Then use your points to claim a fuel reward and save up to $1 off per gallon of gas at Meijer. Claim your M-Perks fuel rewards in the Meijer app and ID at the pump to save. Plus, earn points for qualifying Meijer Express purchases and look for exclusive Meijer Express offers. Download the Meijer app to sign up or see Meijer.com to learn more. 10 cents to $1 off per gallon based on points earned. Exclusions apply. Not valid in Wisconsin. Max 30 gallons.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Listen to this show or go to hell. This is Man and Bone.
We have a development. The development is T-Bone has just brought me a slice of Emma Watson's bottom half's chocolate and pecan pie.
Yes.
That he dropped off. It is gooey. I'm going to have a bite right now.
Our listener, Michael from Canada, who has sent us not one but two pies. He dropped them off. One of them was key lime. This one, they're both from Joe's Stone Crab. Am I wrong?
That's right.
Okay. Which is in Miami. He sent you and me this pecan chocolate chip pie. It looks good. Now, this pie, I will tell you, Mike, it was in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
And then it was wrapped or like sealed in a vacuum sealed big plastic package. And then I opened that with scissors, very thick. And the next thing I did was open up cellophane that's wrapped around this thing.
You're saying this like you just had heart surgery done.
Well, it took a lot to get it out of this package. And I'm like, why do they pack it so tight? And as I'm taking off the cellophane, I realized, oh, here's why. Because underneath the cellophane, at the bottom of the outside of the pan, there's like a bunch of goo that is hardened. Like it was almost like molasses or something, sugary. And so it had hardened into a sticky substance that then I was trying to peel it all off. And that took me a while. So then
Bone, that's a hell of a story.
Anyway, I cut two pieces for you and Ted, and that took me the entire commercial break. So you
don't get to have any.
You have pie, Ted has pie. I'm waiting. I'm salivating for the next piece.
All right,
pretty good.
I'm curious to know what Ted thinks because here's my official review. I like it a lot. It's good pecan pie. I don't know if I necessarily need the chocolate.
Interesting.
I thought the chocolate would give it a whole new dimension, but in reality, I don't really need it. Teddy?
Yeah, that's a good point. And the other thing is, though, there's a lot of pecans here.
No, it's jam-packed.
Yeah,
it's jammed.
I didn't realize, it was that many. And, but it's very tasty. Yeah.
Now, I like a heavy pecan pie. I'm not a big fan of just throw a couple in there and then give me all the goo.
No, there's goo in here, and you need goo.
But I want more pecan than goo in the balance.
But then you're going to like this because it's chocked full of nuts.
Yeah.
And it's not a cheap pie. It's like a $100 pie, so it should be.
It is, yeah. And so this thing was frozen. We thawed it out overnight. So now it is appropriately thawed in the fridge, and now we're all going to enjoy it.
Let me tell you the best pecan pie I ever had.
Okay.
There used to be a place in Johnstown called Route 62 Barbecue. It is gone
I
now.
remember the place, yes.
The owner had some problems because he went on social media. There was a situation years ago where I think it was a pair of Westerville cops were shot.
I believe you're
and killed.
I don't remember if that was I know there was an issue with there was a funeral for a police officer.
Yes, anyway, the Westerville police officers were killed and they were showing the funeral live. I think this was on Channel 10. And they interrupted a golf tournament to bring you the funeral of these slain police officers. The owner of this Route 62 barbecue goes on social media and says, why can't I just watch my golf? Why do I have to pay attention to a funeral of two cops who aren't even near me? Because he lived in Johnstown.
Sure.
Right? He got such blowback from this. And you know what? Stupid.
Yeah, probably not the best thing to put out there.
Don't say it. You're a business owner. You're also a human being. Let's use our brains. But he got such blowback from this that people just bombarded the Facebook reviews and the Yelp reviews. And he stayed in business, I think, for a couple years after that, but he was running on fumes. Like, he just aggravated so many people. But he used to have a pecan pie in there that was just to die for.
Yeah,
I don't know if he baked them or if somebody else came in and baked them for him. It was just, I brought you one of those pies,
That
didn't I?
pie was great. Yeah, you did. That pie was great. I loved that place as far as the food goes. It was unbelievable. I'm sure that guy's very thrilled that you were like, hey, I like your pie. Anyway, remember this horrible thing that happened?
Well, all right, but I'm just saying, that's part of history too, isn't it?
I guess.
He's out of business now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if that's
closed
why.
it.
Yeah, I know.
No, trust me, that's why.
We used to drive over from Marysville to go get it. That's how much we liked it. I mean, it was some of the best barbecue I'd ever had. So, yeah.
That's pie.
Yeah. Can I talk about the history thing while you stuff your face with pie?
Yeah.
Okay. The Crew tweeted this out. History happens here. Historic Crew Stadium, the first soccer-specific stadium built by an MLS club, opened 25 years ago today. This is, of course, May 15th. The Crew defeated the New England Revolution 2-0, thanks to goals from Jeff Cunningham and Stern John, and that was only the beginning. And they have some photos of just various things that happened there. I will say that opening night, that opening game in 1999, I can tell this story because I was there. I remember that this happened.
Look at you.
There is the guy who now does the announcements at Lower.com Field. His name is Josh Poland. Some of you may, if you're very sharp, like news viewers, might remember that Josh Poland once upon a time was a meteorologist here at 10 TV. And he's done that other places as well around town.
Come on back.
Yeah. Josh, though, and I went to high school together. He was a couple years older than me at our very tiny Christian school that we went to. Josh was one of the most popular guys in our school. He was captain of the basketball team, like star soccer player. Everybody liked him. I don't know what his romantic entanglements were in high school, but I do know that lots of girls had crushes on this guy. Lots of guys wanted to be this guy. Lots of girls wanted to be with this guy. This was Josh Poland in my high school. He was a senior. I was a sophomore. And I found out one day that Josh Poland was not going to prom. His senior prom.
Couldn't get a date?
No.
Loser.
Josh Poland skipped his senior prom because Crew Stadium was opening. And he said, I'm not missing that for some stupid formal.
See, that's a man who's got his priorities straight.
What I'm telling you is when you go to Lower.com Field and you hear the guy announcing the Crew players' names and all that stuff, that's a guy who genuinely cares. And that's what I like about a lot of the people. That's probably the same for the Blue Jackets, right? There's probably a lot of people there that care too. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that's what I like about around the Crew. You have a lot of people there who genuinely care and have for many years. But Josh, good dude. If you're ever around the stadium and you see him, tell him T-Bone says hi. I'll tell him that. I see him every time I go over there. I run into him all the time.
From the burner. We were talking about wiping our undercarriage earlier, as we do on this show. I worked with a guy who said he never did a visual check of his toilet paper, thought it was disgusting to do the check of the paper, but was fine growing through life, never knowing for sure.
Oh.
Total psychopath, right? Absolutely total psychopath. You can't just go by feel. There have been plenty of times where I gave it a wipe and it's like, oh, dry. And then I look, ah! Oh my God. What died on there?
No, there's no way you can.
No, you have to give the visual inspection.
I don't even know how you could be like, I've had days where I've given the visual inspection. I've even given one more just to make sure, check, and then gone about my day. And like an hour later, I've convinced myself I missed something. Something's not right.
Yeah, you go back.
And I'm still, and nothing's there, but I'm like, but I gotta check again.
You got to check.
How could you not even look? What a psycho.
Can I ask a very stupid question? Admittedly. But it's something that I
just hear the last thing we talked about? Yes.
I know. How do blind people do it?
What do you mean?
Well, because they have no visual inspection.
Mm.
They go through life wondering.
Well, the other senses are heightened. Well, usually when you lose one sense, I think people say that the other senses are a little bit heightened. So maybe they can maybe there's an aroma. Maybe you can.
Well, there's always an aroma. You're in a place and dropping a deuce.
But maybe you can. Yeah, I don't want to.
You're gonna put the toilet paper up to your nose?
I'm not saying all the way up there. I'm just saying,
what's the matter with you?
A little closer and get a little sniff and say, okay, it seems to be good now.
I'm just saying, I think I'd have to have a companion go in there and check for me.
You know what you probably need? Honestly, you probably just need a bidet. Like, you probably have to just say, you know what? I'm not leaving anything to chance.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make it all happen. We're going to get the, like a power washer.
But like Megan Thee Stallion. Her.
Okay. Yeah.
Thee Stallion.
That's not her name.
I mean, her fingernails are so long, she has to have a bidet.
Why? You are fixated on the length of people's fingernails and wiping.
Cat fingernails that are just so long? There's no way you can get a good wipe. There's no way.
I don't know how everybody holds their toilet paper. I've never given it this much thought, is what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Well, you know what? That's the difference between you and me.
Absolutely right.
I'm constantly wondering how people with long fingernails can possibly wipe cracky.
You know what? I'm okay with not being that guy on this show.
I need to know.
I'm okay with not knowing.
All the news and notes you need as we go on campus coming up next. Cowan, Man, and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find an accident blocking the right lane and causing some delay on westbound 670 at Neal Avenue. And we have another crash blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the west side after Hilliard Rome Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services with options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, rhino lining spray-on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
All right, guys, if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, you've noticed lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. So I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels tested. They make it quick and easy to get your levels checked, and it's only $25. They have an on-site lab. You'll get results back in about 25 minutes. Most insurance is accepted for treatment, so go to lowtcenter.com now. Book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I'm proud to tell you about my friends at the Diamond Cellar. I've been a customer for over 15 years, and springtime is the giving season, and everything from weddings to anniversaries, new babies, graduations, everything in between. I'm here to tell you firsthand, there is no better place to find the perfect gift for any occasion than the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, they have the finest selection of luxury jewelry from world-class designers, where they can create something one of a kind just for you. It's Diamond Cellar. Check them out. Sawmill Road, Easton Town Center, or diamondcellar.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Cleaner, greener, better.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Rothman and Ice.
They were stretching a couple of those pitchers extra innings.
Well, yeah. A pair of boxers has to eat a few innings on a Saturday midday to get you to the starter that night.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Take up to $3,000 off new Honda CRVs, up to $5,000 off pilots. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
If you look at the front of your house and think, yeah, she could use a little makeup, we are Deluxe Door Systems. It's truly amazing to see how one garage door can completely transform the look of an entire home. See what we could do for yours at deluxedoorsystems.com.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Not doctors, not lawyers, and definitely not sports hosts. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Did you know that, Bone? Of course you did. They pay you too.
I know that.
Yeah. And specifically, their 12,000 square foot sports book. It's the place for all the action. It's the place to be. It's what they call it. Food, drinks, adjacent to slots. All of it. You know what I think they need there?
What do they need?
A juggler.
Really?
Yeah.
Mike, I got to tell you, I don't think they need anything. I think it's perfect the way it is. But tell me more about this juggler idea.
Bocce ball in the parking lot and a juggler.
Okay.
But not just a regular juggler, knives.
Oh, well, I think jugglers, once you juggle, you're just juggling everything. Chainsaws, knives.
Maybe a sword swallower as well. That would be good.
How about a juggalo?
Oh, yeah. Get the Insane Clown Posse involved.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'll work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You know what my favorite song of theirs is?
What's that?
I Stab People.
Is that a song?
That is a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
I Stab People.
Mm-hmm. Good.
You never see the main guy from Insane Clown Posse and Guy Fieri in the same place.
Well, because, you know what? That's true. I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's good
and the lead singer of Smash Mouth, but he's dead
Well,
now.
he's dead, so we don't have to worry about that.
Anyway, hey, Hollywood Casino Columbus Sportsbook, go there. See the Insane Clown Posse. Must be 21 or older. Shut up. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I was going to say you'd be insane and a clown if you don't bring your entire
posse,
legally 21 or over posse, to Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Or do what I do, strap your baby to your chest, under your clothes.
Why?
To sneak the baby in.
I see. Why would you?
Maybe the baby's the good luck charm on the slots. Little baby arm comes out and pulls that lever.
Pulls the lever, yeah.
Absolutely.
We know how that goes.
Tell him Common Man and T-Bone sent you. How much longer can we make this awkward read?
But we're doing it.
On campus.
Common Man and T-Bones. On campus. The latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Don't let your dad bod hold you back anymore. Schedule your medical weight loss consult today.
Well, man, Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney, who we all think just so highly of, what a great coach. He is defending something that he's done this offseason, and that is not signing one single transfer. Yep, outside of the military academies, Clemson was the only program in the country not to do that. They apparently reached out to multiple players in the transfer portal, but according to Swinney, quote, it wasn't really necessarily an intentional thing. There are a couple guys we looked at, but they've got to love you too.
I don't know what the hell that means. It wasn't an intentional thing.
Well, he's saying that they asked guys, but they didn't want to come.
All right, well, then it was an intentional thing. You wanted them. They didn't want you.
No, he's saying, I don't know if we're understanding each other. He's saying, I wasn't planning to not sign anyone.
I see.
I wanted to sign people, but they didn't want me.
Yes,
so
all right, I got it.
People were saying, Dabo, do you not like the transfer portal? Why didn't you sign anybody? He said, no, I would have signed guys. They didn't want to come here. Now, they did lose 12 players in the transfer portal, including starters Bo Collins at wide receiver, Andrew Makuba, defensive back, and 18 different FBS teams took at least 20 transfers during this offseason. So clearly, they are in the opposite end of where the trend seems to be heading. Then Dabo Swinney dropped this gem on us. Honestly, every player is technically a transfer. We just signed a whole class of guys who will transfer in from high school.
Not really.
We like our guys. We like our starters. Yeah.
Not really.
So, all right, that's fine. He's betting on loyalty, but the reality is I don't think this is something that is sustainable. If you're not able to play the game in the transfer portal, at least to some degree, then I don't think you're going to be competitive in big-time college football, at least the level he's expected to be, right?
There's a happy medium between being Deion Sanders and turning over your entire roster and finding some valuable pieces to improve your team.
Do you get the vibe, at least I do, with Dabo Swinney, that is all about pride? Like he is saying, no, I don't need to do your little cheap parlor tricks of getting NIL donors to give money so I can go then basically do a free agency. He's been very vocal about how he does not think the money should be going to players.
You know what? Then he's won his last national championship.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just the way it is.
I think that is, you're supposed to act in the best interest of your school.
I understand if you don't want to play that game, but there's no place for you at a high D1 level.
No, I agree with you on that. We know now where one of Deion Sanders' former players is going to land. Cormani McClain commits to Florida. He is the guy who was the number one corner in the 2023 class who had signed up to play at Colorado, was there for a year. Former five-star prospect. He has now said Florida is where he is going. It was believed that he would be going there anyway. He heavily considered going to Florida out of Lakeland, but decided to join Deion Sanders at Colorado. So one of the guys that, clearly when he decided to go to Colorado, people said, whoa, Deion Sanders is landing some major talent and pulling a guy from Florida instead of who really wanted to apparently go to Gainesville. Well, now he is going to Gainesville. Now he's back. He had off-the-field issues. Sanders publicly called out McClain's work ethic and claimed he rarely watched film. Played in 9 games, but posted just 13 tackles, 2 passes defended. He does rate as the number 21 overall player in the transfer class. So in either case, this is something that we'll find out what he can actually do. But the pedigree seemed to be there out of high school. Last year didn't go well for him in Colorado. We'll see if it changes at Florida. We also know some Big Ten games that are now going to be on CBS. If you'd like to know this, I can tell you.
Oh, please, God.
Apparently, we now know that Notre Dame is going to be taking on Purdue in what game is this? Saturday, September 14th in West Lafayette, Indiana. This is a big rivalry game renewed. So 87 times those two have locked up against each other. So that's great. Also, we know that Michigan and USC will be together as USC visits the Big House. That is Saturday, September 21st. That'll also be on CBS.
Thanks, Boner.
You're welcome, man.
Astros starter Ronel Blanco, who threw a no-hitter earlier this season, was tossed last night after a foreign substance check.
Oh.
He was also suspended 10 games today.
And you know what the foreign substance was?
Sticky. What?
Skyline Chili's Queso Blanco.
Queso Blanco.
No, it was not.
Speaking of that.
What about it?
Give me a number.
Let's go with 7.
Call number 7 right now, 614-821-9710. Gets a $50 gift card to Skyline. Nachos are back at Skyline. Not just any nachos. These are Skyline nachos. Crispy tortilla chips topped with warm queso blanco and that amazing Skyline chili and shredded cheddar. It's time to up your nacho game. Try Skyline nachos today, queso blanco, at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Fat Boy Food Tip. Next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got an accident on the right shoulder of northbound 270 on the east outer belt after 33, causing a 10-minute slowdown, and another accident blocking the left lane on westbound 270 on the north outer belt at Westerville, causing a 5-minute delay there. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
I'm Charlie P., and I lost 50 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. 2 of my doctors, my general practitioner and my gastroenterologist, both sat me down and had a real heart-to-heart with me that I was not headed in the right direction and said that I need to lose weight. So that's why I thought, now it's time to talk to Awaken 180 because they're going to be the people that are going to be able to help me. And ultimately, my doctor was able to eliminate my diabetic medicine. So I'm off my diabetic medicine, and I'm on such a small dosage of my blood pressure medicine that probably the next time I see him, I'll be able to remove that completely as well.
Thanks, Charlie. Hey, it's Chaps. Whether your goal is to eliminate medications, improve your health, mobility, or confidence, do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Reserve your at-home consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's awaken180weightloss.com or 844-346-1800.
It's good to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. It's a good time to search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Life. It's full of strange twists and unexpected surprises. But at AAA, it's always been our policy to look on the plus side. And our AAA Plus members tend to take the same view. Take Martin, for example. Last Monday, his morning coffee surprised him with an extra 10 degrees of Fahrenheit. Ouch! It was just the jolt of energy he needed to start the day. Later, when his shirt was targeted by the mustard on his burger, he became a proud trendsetter. Martin, looking good! And when he walked face first into a sparkling glass door, he was happy to provide some much-needed entertainment for his coworkers.
I'm okay.
And of course, when his car battery took early retirement, Martin felt no resentment. He knew there was a plus side. AAA's expert roadside assistance was only a call away.
Hello, AAA. Are you in a safe location?
While we can't all be like Martin, we can become a AAA Plus member and experience the peace of mind that comes with living on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
Open your door to a gorgeous Nature Stone garage floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. This month only, save up to 50% during their May is for Moms sales event. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. NBA playoffs tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers up against it as they play in Boston against the Celtics in Game 5 of the Eastern Semis. Boston with the 3-1 lead. Cavaliers figure to be without Donovan Mitchell again due to injury. Karis LeVert listed as questionable with a knee problem. West semifinals tonight. Dallas at Oklahoma City. That series tied to 2-2. Meanwhile, baseball today in Phoenix. 6th inning. Cincinnati Reds and Arizona Diamondbacks tied at 1. Cleveland Guardians, who won 3 in a row, continue their series in Arlington against the Texas Rangers tonight. Columbus Clippers home game with Louisville today postponed due to rain. NHL playoffs tonight, just one game. Colorado at Dallas. The Stars lead the Avalanche 3-1. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Yeah. It's Wildcard Wednesday. Interact with us on Twitter at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Also, hop in the YouTube chat. Yes, we are live on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. You'll see our ugly faces pop up, and then the chat pops up right next to the screen. Enjoy it.
Yeah, by the way, something I keep forgetting to mention about the live stream is if you do check into it on YouTube, you can see the legend himself, Big Daddy Paul Keels, whenever he's doing a Sports Center.
That's right.
There's a camera on him, and you can watch him work. I'm just saying, how often do you get to see the voice of the Buckeyes doing his job? You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to see him in the booth at Ohio Stadium very often, but here you do get to see him when he's doing Sports Centers for us in the afternoon.
That's a great idea, Bone. We don't get to see them in the booth, right? I bet we could talk to our buddy Skip Mossick and set up some cameras in the booth.
Sure,
and then
love that.
We can.
You know what? I think
I can't do the Skip because Skip, every other word out of his mouth is an F word.
Well, I don't know if people realize this, but Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, they work together a very long time. They have a shorthand that supersedes most human relationships I've seen, where they can just mumble a couple of words to each other and hilarious laughter will erupt because the two of them already have their, they have inside jokes. They have stuff that goes back years. I could imagine that if you said to Skip and Paul, hey guys, we're thinking of putting cameras in the booth in your broadcast position, they would probably both go, because they're good soldiers, they'd be like, all right, sure, whatever you want to do. And then as soon as you left, they would mumble something that you wouldn't be able to understand, and it would get both of them just dying laughing. And they would both hate it. Like, everyone, I think, who's done it for that long would say, why do I want to have that interruption in my booth? Right? I don't think they need that.
No.
But, people would watch it. I just don't think that'll ever happen. I hope for their sake it doesn't, honestly. Let's keep the mystique where it is with the voice of the Buckeyes.
It's Wildcard Wednesday. I just saw this in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
Why does Big Daddy drive in there to do 45 seconds worth of updates? Is he broke? No, it's his job.
Yeah, he doesn't just do the voice of the Buckeyes and then leave and never
works here.
Yeah, that's part of his job. He's also an employee here, in addition to his duties of being the voice of the Buckeyes.
We pay him a salary.
Yeah.
So he comes in during the off season, and this is what he does. He's doing more back at his desk. You should see the work that he's doing. Oh, my God.
Well, that's the thing.
He's reading rosters back there.
I think people just misunderstand the idea that the voice of the Buckeyes or any of these guys who call games, they show up, a couple days before the game, and they kind of go over their notes, and then they, the rest of it's just improv. Paul is working now on stuff, not like intensely, but he's working on stuff for next year. He's catching up on things that probably from last year that he'd like to maybe take some notes on. He'll go back and rewatch games. He has a lot of information that he brings up during those games. And part of that happens because he is going through it all during the offseason just to make sure he's got everything right.
Yeah, he's looking at rosters. He's also doing more than just, 45 seconds with us. He's on statewide on the Ohio News Network.
That's right. He's got that.
So he has to go tape stuff that air all around the state with our local affiliates. So let him live.
Yeah, that's right. I have some other ones that came in from the YouTube chat for Wildcard Wednesday. Jake the Wheeze. I don't know. I think one of us should be offended by this, but I can't really determine who.
Okay.
He said, Mike, you're not as fat as I thought you would be. Bone, you look great.
Okay. So I think that's offensive towards me.
Well, hang on, though, because he said, I look great, but he didn't say, I don't look as fat as he thought.
Just as fat as
He's
I
like,
imagined.
you look appropriately fat.
But I'm oddly attracted to you.
Yes.
You look great.
But he says, hey, you're thinner than I expected. You, however, he did not say look great.
I'll work on that.
So I'm not sure which of us. I feel like one of us should be mad about it, but I'm not sure which one. Brian says, here's a wild card for Bone. Jelly Roll just completed a 5K. Do you think you could beat him in a race? You know what? Right. I don't know what his time was. That would be the thing I need to know.
You and Jelly Roll got to throw down. Tyvus and DeVere are going to go at it. You and Jelly Roll should be the next thing.
Full disclosure, I have not run in 6 months. So
you haven't?
No.
I thought you were still doing that.
Well, I would like to, but circumstances beyond my control have kind of prevented it. No, it's been a lot of, I'll tell you the full story. We got a 4-year-old who likes to wake up in the middle of the night and come sleep in our bed.
I see.
So
so you can't wake up early and go run.
Well, I do wake up early at 3:00 every night, and then I get kicked in the legs 18 times. Yeah. So I've just kind of, for right now, said this is where I'm at. I made peace with it. We're working on getting her to stay in the room, but until then, hey, she's only this age once, so we're just letting it happen, trying to work through it. But that's honestly it. There are days where I'm like, I'm going to get up today and go run. And then I wake up at 2 and at 3 and at 3:30 and at 4 and at 4:30. And I say the hell with that, and I wake up a little later.
Fat Boy Food, yeah!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, McDonald's has said, we hear you. We know our prices are too expensive and you're looking for value. That's why you come to a fast food entity. So we're going to give you value. We've been talking about this for a while. They want to have a $5 value meal. You know, like Wendy's has the $5 biggie bag?
Yeah.
They want to
that's
do
right.
that as well. But they've had some trouble behind the scenes convincing all of their franchisees to go along with it. Because all these places are, individually owned and operated.
Right.
And the franchisees are saying, wait a second, you want us to do this, but we're probably going to lose money on the deal. They're saying, well, you know what? Costco serves the $1.50 hot dog. If you just break even or maybe lose a couple pennies, it's going to be worth it because people come to your restaurant and they buy more than just the $5 value meal.
No kidding.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So now we have more details. $5 value meal will start on June 25th at participating McDonald's. But in typical annoying McDonald's fashion, this will only be lasting for 1 month.
Oh, good Lord.
And then they're getting rid of it. See, this should be something on the permanent menu, but only lasting for 1 month.
You said it starts in June, right?
June 25th.
Okay.
Here's what it will contain. Your choice of either a McChicken or a McDouble, 4-piece nuggets, fries, and a drink.
Okay.
Which is not a bad little combo pack there for $5.
I like that. That's not bad.
But it should be a constant thing, not a 1 month thing.
Yeah, and I also feel like I don't want to try to compare these two, but it's inevitable. We're talking about fast food. The Wendy's people are sitting over there with their biggie bags just laughing their ass off at this, where it's like, oh, for a month I can have a McDouble, fries, nuggets, and a drink for $5? Yeah, come over here. We got double stack bags. We got junior bacon cheeseburger bags. We got crispy chicken bags. We got whatever you want. With the biggie bag stuff, that's the best deal going for me with these, like burger fry places when it comes to getting a decent amount of food for like $5 or $6. I don't know why McDonald's can't get their head around that. I understand what you said about the franchisees, but you got to get them on board because you're eventually going to lose to these other places that are figuring out they can put a bunch of food in a bag and charge you $5 or $6. That's the way it's going.
All right, that's all I have today. What do you have? Anything?
Well, I mean, the Fat Boy food tip I'll give. I didn't give my review of the pecan pie.
Oh, yes, go ahead. We'll give the backstory first.
So, Emma Watson's bottom half, our listener Michael, he brought us 2 pies from Joe's Stone Crab. Both of them frozen. One was a key lime pie. One was a pecan chocolate chip pie. We had the key lime pie. We knew that was great. This other one, we had to thaw it. We forgot about it for like a week. We kept meaning to thaw it. We never did. I actually told you to take it home. You didn't.
Oh, my God. We just get to it.
Anyway, so we finally got it. I tried some now. You had said the chocolate chips seemed to be not necessary.
It wasn't that I didn't like them. It was good. It's chocolate. I just found them unnecessary. I didn't need them.
My slice had the appropriate amount of pecan to goo ratio. I very much liked the pecan pie in that regard. The chocolate chips I found interesting because first bite I took, there was a good, healthy amount of chocolate chip and pecan, and I thought this is an interesting combo. Every other bite I'm taking, I'm getting a little more chocolate or a little more pecan, and it really kind of kept my tongue on its toes.
Tongue on your toes.
Sure. Then, as I got to it, I got a couple bites where it was just pecan pie and no chocolate. And I realized then and there, I think I would have rather just had a pecan pie of that. Like, they didn't have to put the chocolate in. I think it needed either no chocolate chips or vastly more chocolate chips. It's too in between on the chocolate chips.
I can see that.
Now, I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I would eat that pie again 10 out of 10 times. Like, it's amazingly good pie.
Teddy, what'd you think? Did you like the chocolate chips in there?
No, I like the amount of chocolate chips in there. I thought it was pretty good, consistency of each. A lot of pecans, though. I said earlier, but there's a lot.
It's jam-packed, baby.
Yeah, and that's it's very filling. I almost, if I'm comparing that one to the key lime pie, which I was hesitant about, I probably like the key lime pie a little better just because it's a little lighter.
Not only were you hesitant about it, you were unwilling to even really try the key lime pie.
Yeah, it's like
until
just
made you.
Yeah, like a small piece. Give me that.
I said the same thing to you that I say to my daughter, Teddy. You have to have a no thank you helping.
And then what happened, Ted?
It was delicious.
And it was delicious, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, can I read another wild card from our plenty of people who are wild carding us today? This one from Mike, who just name is Mike. We're going to pause for an appropriate amount of time. He says his last name is Oxmall. I don't think it is, but thank you, Mike. I appreciate the joke. Sex, marry, kill, Chinese food, Mexican food, fast food. Then he puts in parentheses, burgers, fries, etc. So what I'm going to take that to mean is your burger, fry, fast food places, those go, or stay or whatever, you get to marry one, you get to have like a fun time with one, and then one of them goes away forever. Chinese food, Mexican food, and then those type of fast food places specifically. What are you going there?
Marry fast food. Sexy time Mexican food. Kill Chinese food.
Really?
Well, I mean, I got to kill one of them.
I guess yours was already dead anyway, right? Because you lost. And you lost your Chinese food hookup.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Hunan Lion to come back online. It's been so long. I miss you. I miss your tender touch. Please, open back up.
Listen to me. I love Chinese food. If I have to kill one of these off, though, I'm with you. I'm pretty much identical to you because in our household, I am the only one who like routinely says, "Let's get Chinese food," and no one else is up
No one
for
else
it.
likes Chinese food?
Well, I don't know if they don't like it. They're just always like, "I'd rather have something else." So in our household, I know I could never like marry Chinese food as much as I may want to. So I'm going to marry fast food and then, sexy time with Mexican food.
Hey, Teddy, can I talk to you about something next that I don't understand?
Is it about golf again?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Can I be a part of the conversation, or can I just leave
No,
for
of
this
course
one?
you can be a part of the conversation, but I want to talk to Ted about it. That's all.
That's good.
Because I feel like Ted is not paying attention to the show because he's obsessed with the chat.
He is paying attention to the show. He's been listening.
He's obsessed with the chat.
I am, yeah.
Ted, do you know our first names? Okay. Don't answer. I just wanted to know if you knew. You do. I can tell. You know. It's okay.
And more Wildcard Wednesday fun coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 15-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and Bryce Road, and you'll hit another 15-minute delay if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low T treatment should be the first step. And the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We are results-driven. Concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We've built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Columbus. Come see our friendly team in Columbus and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to columbusmensclinic.com and book your appointment today. columbusmensclinic.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. And when you want to get away, there's no better solution than hitting the open roads in an RV. Brings me back to my youth out west, under the stars, fresh mountain air. That could all be yours, and your journey starts at RCD RV. RCD has RVs to meet every budget with new campers as low as $13,995 and Ohio's best selection of pre-owned travel trailers, fifth-wheelers, motorhomes. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
DraftKings Sports and Social is now open in Columbus Short North. Get ready for the ultimate experience where sports and the party collide into an atmosphere unlike any other. Visit sportsandsocial.com/Columbus and follow us on social for details. DraftKings Sports and Social. Drink, eat, be social.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
Don't miss your opportunity to experience the power and quality of Kubota firsthand at CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event on Friday, May 17th. This is your opportunity to demo tractors, plus take a look at zero-turn mowers, utility vehicles, and more. Ask about their competitive financing offers and get a coupon up to $500 off Kubota equipment. Join CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event, noon to 6 p.m. on Friday, May 17th, to experience it for yourself. For more information, visit cecturfandtractor.com.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies, showers, and a few rumbles of thunder on this Wednesday. Temperatures holding around 70 degrees. Wet weather out. Mostly cloudy skies continue into your Thursday morning, but at least will be dry. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Light winds, fair skies, and warmer on Thursday with highs in the mid to upper 70s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
I know what you guys have been waiting for the entire show. I've got my finger on the pulse of the audience. And it is the Northwestern football home schedule. It's been released.
Oh, thank God.
All right, now listen to me. There's a reason why I'm saying this to you. Because the Buckeyes are playing on the road at Northwestern this year. And a lot of you are wondering, is this going to be at their Lincoln Log field they're going to put right on the lake there?
They have a lacrosse field, I believe, or soccer field, something like that. Currently its capacity is around 2,000 seats. And it is built, to your point, right on the lake. So the one side where all the seats are, it's not like they could build more stands on the other side to double or triple capacity, because that side will be in the water.
Yes.
So they can't expand it that way. They're apparently going to do something, but not to the level of replacing 80,000 seats.
So November 16th, Buckeyes at Northwestern will be played at Wrigley Field.
Oh, great.
So you can go to Wrigley. And, I know a lot of you take vacations in the summertime. You go to Chicago, and one thing that you have to do when you go to Chicago is go to a Cubs game. Then go to the Disneyland. It just smells like urine. It's all around Wrigley Field. Hey! What's the score?
Yeah.
Because you're pissing and crapping all over yourself.
Is that what
that's
happens at Cubs?
just Shelley Meyer.
That's what's happening at Cubs games, huh?
Right. And so, but now you can do that in November. You can go watch the Buckeyes at Wrigley Field face Northwestern. There you go.
Yeah, that sounds like again, if we can go watch a football game in a baseball stadium that is barely large enough to hold the football game from an on-the-field standpoint, and then also get to go to, like you said, the Disneylandification of a neighborhood there.
Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, I know. There'll be a lot. And you know what? I wonder if we'll see, I'm guessing we'll see multiple people doing a split Cubs Buckeyes jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Little half and half. Not just splitting the jersey from two different teams, two different sports.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see it, and I can't wait for the photos.
Teddy, you got the PGA Championship starting tomorrow.
That's right.
Down in Louisville. Jon Rahm, he is of the live world now. He was talking to the media yesterday, and the journalists in the room sort of kept asking him the same thing, and it was around, hey, since you're on the other side now, he didn't like that. So here's what he had to say. You guys keep saying the other side, but I'm still a PGA Tour member, whether suspended or not. I still want to support the PGA Tour, and I think that's an important distinction to make.
What are we?
So then I saw like people on the Golf Channel that saying they wanted to strangle this guy.
Yes.
Because here's what I don't understand, man. Look, you took your money. And I don't know exactly how much it was. Was it $400 million? Was it $5? I don't know. But you took your money. You went to play thumpity-thump golf, right? You're over there now playing your team golf. That's the price you pay. You are not a PGA Tour member anymore. I'm sorry. It's over for you.
Yeah, what is he saying about the? I don't know the suspended thing. Is that what happened
when you
with all these?
join LIV, you're instantly suspended from the PGA Tour. Do you want to know why? Because you don't play on the PGA Tour.
Well, what I mean is,
exactly.
I didn't know it was a suspension versus I didn't know there was such a thing as a suspension. I thought it was just, okay, you're not on our tour, then you're just over here. Like if you left the NBA to go to play in China, let's say, they wouldn't say, oh, he's a suspended NBA player. They would just say, he doesn't play in the NBA, he plays in China. I didn't know they had this distinction of suspended PGA Tour member, but I guess I can see why, because you're...
Teddy, does it make sense to you? It makes no sense to me.
No, it's just he thought, oh, this was a great deal. I'm going to go over there, get this money. Maybe they'll end up merging, and then I'll come back. So he still thinks he's living in both worlds.
You're not living in both worlds. You made your choice. Yeah. It is a privilege that you get to come play these majors 4 times a year. But that's it. You are no longer a member of the PGA Tour. Now go home and swim in your DuckTales piggy bank thing.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck's vault is what I meant to say. I'm an idiot.
Can I ask this question, though? Like, I know what you're saying, and I understand it. Why is it so important to him to go out and correct people and say that when he is playing in the biggest PGA events, the 4 biggest?
Yes.
He is then going to go play all the live events, I presume. That's what he took the money for. He got all the money that he apparently wanted to do this. And he is saying, when you say correctly as a journalist, you're not in the PGA right now, you're suspended from the PGA. He's saying, whoa. What's factually inaccurate about that? I don't even...
Nothing's factually inaccurate about
that. I was saying, what are you correcting?
He's sensitive about it because deep down he thinks he made the wrong choice.
I think he thinks, too, that they'll end up, somehow getting this merged together, and they'll work out a deal where he can play more events on the PGA Tour and not be suspended anymore from there and actually be a PGA Tour guy. But that's not where we're at right now.
But I guess what I'm trying to understand is, why does that matter to him? Because
I don't know.
Like it's not what I'm saying is he's not standing outside at the memorial knocking on the door, or I don't know, is he allowed to play in the memorial? I don't even know.
No, he's not.
Okay, right. So it's not like he's going to show up at the memorial, stand outside at a press conference and go, damn it, I should be allowed to be in here. Why are they not letting me in? And then they go, well, because you're suspended. It's like, but I'm not suspended. Like, he's not fighting it in any meaningful way. He's just saying when someone at a press conference says to him, you're not a part of the PGA anymore, he goes, hey, you watch your language. I am not a part of the PGA. Like, what functionally is different about his distinction he's making here?
I'm on the PGA Tour. I'm just suspended.
Okay. So you're not playing any of the events that any of the other, like Phil Mickelson also playing the same amount of PGA events as you, correct? Unless, I mean, again, he may not be playing any events. I don't know.
By the way, Teddy, Payne Stewart still on the PGA Tour, but dead.
Okay.
That's a distinction there. He's still on the tour. Just dead.
I just don't understand what the argument is that he's even trying to make. I'm on the tour. I'm just not going to try to play any of the events. Right. That's what we thought you would do when you go to live. You're not going to be able to play in almost any event other than the majors, which is exactly what you're doing. And yet you're mad that someone pointed out what you're doing is what you're doing.
Yeah, it's because he knows that the live golf tour is not like a real thing, right?
Yes, he knows.
He knows it's a Mickey Mouse sort of deal, yeah.
But it's not like they asked him to come play for charity and he said, I guess I'll do it out of the goodness of my heart. They paid him all this money, presumably, because Everyone knows it's a joke tour. That's why they pay you all this extra money to go there. Isn't that right? Like, I don't understand what his problem is either. I'm with you, Mike. It's driving me nuts.
You know, I'd love to, and look, this is their private lives. I get it. But I saw that Rory and his wife are getting divorced.
Okay.
Now, it could just be that, they just grow apart, as people do. Right?
Sure.
But, we heard some rumblings that, Liv had $1 billion on the table for Rory. And I just wonder if, Rory's like, I'm not taking that money. You better take that money. I'm not taking that money. I'm going to divorce you if you don't take that money. I'm not taking that money. All right.
And then meanwhile, I don't even know if Jon Rahm is married, but let's just say he is.
He is married,
okay.
yes.
Let's say he's married, and then he is saying, I don't really want to go play and live.
You're going to go play for Liv.
Maybe that's what happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he's going, no, guys, technically, I really want to be in the PGA. And she's behind the scenes just yelling, shut up. Take this money.
But you know what, though, man? You made the choice.
Well, that's it.
Doesn't matter who's in your ear.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. What I cannot get over is why he would be sensitive about a few words from a journalist saying, you're not in the PGA. No. Technically,
You keep saying the other side. I'm not on the other side. I'm still in the PGA Tour.
No, but,
I just
okay,
can't play on
you're
it.
in the live golf atmosphere. That's all you're in. That's what you're doing. When you come over here and play now in major tournaments, don't they say live golfer Jon Rahm? They don't say suspended PGA Tour vet Jon Rahm.
Yeah.
They acknowledge. Is he wearing the?
Yeah, that's what I say. Watch this weekend to see, or starting tomorrow, does he have his live, logo on and all that?
I saw him in the press availability.
Yeah,
He had all that stuff.
He does,
so
right?
as he's saying, no, I'm still part of the PGA. He's wearing live golf attire.
Yes, that's right.
I don't understand.
All right,
I wish I made that much money and had that much concern about a sentence that someone said.
That's enough. Let's talk about Tom Brady, another guy I don't understand. Coming up next, Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's stop-and-go traffic causing a 10-minute delay on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Easton Way and 161. And be aware of an accident on the left shoulder of southbound 270, again on the East Outer Belt after Morse Road. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Save up to $500 on select adjustable bed sets like the all-new Temper-Adapt collection with advanced pressure relief to help reduce aches and pains. Plus, get a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Hurry into Mattress Firm today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Always at the forefront of new technology, Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies. Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected. Afflicted. No, affected was right.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye. Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Spring is a season full of new life and new opportunities to celebrate. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Anniversaries, new babies, graduations, plus everything in between, discover the perfect gift for every occasion. Visit us at the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or East Town Center.
Working your way through that honey-do list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks, trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Take up to $3,000 off new Honda CRVs, up to $5,000 off pilots. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Bishop and Friends.
He doesn't have to make that many hard throws because of the amount of talent. So this is the most inexact science there is, quarterbacks and drafting them.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
There was some speed to this.
The sudden roars.
Gauged it just right.
That Sunday celebration.
From Oslo to Ohio, Victor Hovland is the champion.
It's better live. Join us at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, June 3rd through 9th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spending the money to replace our home's windows is rarely something we get excited about. We usually do it because our energy bills suck or our current windows, well, they're too messed up. But in working with the local Pella Columbus team, my eyes have been opened. New windows can legitimately change the entire look of your home. They've got windows and colors and styles like I've never seen, and they can change everything. So go see my friends at PellaColumbus.com or check them out at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Goals. Have you written yours down? We have, and we review them often. This is Mike Weens, founder of Care Heating and Cooling. Care's goals are defined by measuring many things, and our most important goals are not measured in dollars. Care constantly seeks feedback through surveys and online reviews, not only from our existing customers, but new ones as well. Care tracks how often we solved your problem the first time, and if Care was easy to contact and convenient to deal with. Was a carbon monoxide test done? Was the reason for a repair made clear? Did our technician adequately explain the difference between a required repair and a recommended service? We want to know if our technicians treated you and your home with respect and care, and were our customers' needs thoroughly analyzed and addressed. Simply put, Care Heating and Cooling sets goals designed to make Care the best service company in Central Ohio. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
You know, there's a very real thing that I'd like to talk to you about.
Okay.
And if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to zoom in. Teddy, can you zoom? Can you give me a real good zoom on this camera?
Oh, we're going to get a zoom.
Yeah.
All right. If you're watching on the YouTube stream,
I want to listen to
see
me.
this.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Maybe the noodle is not as al dente as you'd like it to be. Maybe when you drop trowel, your wife laughs at you for a variety of reasons. You're just ugly and fat, and also down there, not to the tooth, as they call it, al dente. If you'd like to deal with your erectile dysfunction with people who know what they're talking about, I'm talking about treatments that are over 90% effective. I want you to contact my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. I have to take my eyes off of the camera right now because I have to read the phone number. I have not memorized it.
Don't worry. Ted just zoomed in on your junk, so we're good.
Good. 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them I sent you and tell them pee-pee no worky. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like some wild cards?
What did I tease?
I don't know. I asked if you'd like some wild cards.
Quickly, Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I told you about Jon Rahm last segment. Don't understand Jon Rahm. Took his money from Liv, still wants to be considered a PGA Tour golfer, which makes no sense to me. Tom Brady's on a podcast saying, I wouldn't do that celebrity roast again because, it really bothered my family and my kids and my ex-wife and all this stuff. But you know what? You live and learn. No, you didn't have to live to learn because you're a grown-ass man. And this is what Bone and I were saying. Look, people are saying, it's the greatest thing ever. It's like, maybe it was. Personally, I've seen better. But it was entertaining. It was fun, portions of it. From a Tom Brady perspective, what was he going to accomplish by doing this? To cement his status?
Well,
he's got $300 million coming from Fox. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. He doesn't need this. The only thing it was going to do is alienate his wife and kids.
Well, I heard Bishop and friends were talking about this a couple days ago when this, all first happened. I guess that would probably last week. But that was kind of the question that I know Bo was asking, and Chops and Reeser made some good points about, they're probably trying to, at some level, humanize him more. He is seen as the greatest quarterback of all time. He's this unattainable figure. He's this guy who's just, you don't hear a lot from him, right? I guess you can if you want to, but it's not like he is as publicly heard from, let's say, day to day as like a Charles Barkley is in the sports world, because Charles Barkley's on a TV show talking for hours on end 2 or 3 times a week. Tom Brady doesn't have that level of connection with the audience yet. He has the stand in awe and watch him from afar connection. And so putting him on a show like this, where you see him laughing, wincing, going through the emotions, giving his own thoughts at the end, gives you a chance to maybe say, okay, Tom Brady's just a little bit more like the average human. He's not just and right.
As Kim Kardashian comes out to
that's what I mean.
Roast him.
And I do think that was probably the attempt was being made, but the opposite effect is what happened. What you then had, what most people took away from this thing was, wow, Tom Brady is mostly okay with his entire family getting destroyed in one of these things, because most people haven't watched roasts. A lot of people probably tuned into that, and that's one of the very few, if ever, times they've watched a comedic roast like that, where that stuff is par for the course. In fact, I thought some of the stuff they did was quite tame compared to what I've seen on other roasts. And the other thing you can maybe say you took away from him, other than the comedians were funny and they had some good jokes that landed, was that Tom Brady only got up once to defend anyone, and it was the billionaire guy who paid all of his checks, Bob Kraft, when it came up to about one of his indiscretions in his own personal life. So Tom Brady has no problem letting someone else talk about his wife's indiscretions, ex-wife's indiscretions in her life, but he will let you talk all day, or he will not let you talk all day about anything with Bob Kraft.
No,
and
look,
that didn't look good for him.
Tom Brady is never going to be likable and charming, because he's not likable and charming. He's not going to be Charles Barkley. That doesn't mean he can't be a good analyst on TV. I have no idea. But he's just not going to be that guy, because he's not likable. He's not charming.
Well, Charles Barkley is likable in part too. Why? Because people probably look at Charles Barkley and see someone on TV and go, I could do that. If Charles could do it. Like, Charles has a down-to-earth nature to how he talks. Now, he may leave there and then boss everyone around, be a total jerk. Remember, I don't think this is the case. I think Charles is probably a nice guy. Barkley's the guy who threw someone through a plate glass window when he was a player.
Oh, I'm sure he had a bar to him.
Well, I'm saying Charles Barkley was known for his fiery temper on the court and all these other things during his time playing. But he also was viewed as like an undersized player who did more with his size than most players ever could in the NBA. So I think when he got to TNT, he was already viewed as like this hustle grind kind of guy that made him seem a little bit more blue collar worker than, say, Tom Brady. Tom Brady looks like the guy who's your boss. Tom Brady drives and acts like the guy who's your boss. He does not look like someone that I think most people could say, I relate to Tom Brady. They go, I'm in awe of Tom Brady. I can't relate to him.
Crew playing in Montreal tonight. They need a win. Cavs facing elimination tonight in Boston. They, of course, need a win. Donovan Mitchell has the ouchie calf. He is not expected to play. Did you see the line on this game?
I'm guessing it's fairly large.
What do you think it is? This is in Boston, elimination game, no Donovan Mitchell.
11.5.
15.5.
Okay, yeah, sure.
15.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's if Donovan Mitchell doesn't play, the Cavs did a respectable job without him the last time out, kept it within 10 points, and then, late in the game, they kind of made a little push, got it to within 5 or 6, and then ultimately down the stretch, they just couldn't finish them off. And the Celtics just kind of said, all right, we'll just shoot free throws, make some threes, and we're good, and they closed out that game. I expect it will probably go similarly. Like, there will be a valiant fight from the Cavs for 3 quarters, and then I would think the fourth quarter, the Celtics just pull away.
Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut last night. Over 2 million people watched it. 2.12 million.
Most watched
on ESPN2.
Most watched WNBA game in 23 years.
Yes, since 2001 Sparks Comets.
Okay.
That averaged 2.45 million on Memorial Day 2001.
Okay. And I think that was on NBC or something like that.
The league previously hadn't topped 1 million viewers for a game since 2008. That's 1 million, not 2 million.
Right. So, yeah, this one game in, the Caitlin Clark experiment is going well. And I do think she will have a lot of people watching her for a variety of reasons, but the main ones are there are a lot of people that really like her. There are a lot of people
if you're watching because you wanted her to fail.
I was just going to say, there are a lot of people who doubt her, dislike her, or whatever.
Why does Ohio State move the meter? A, yes, there's a lot of Ohio State fans. B, there's a lot of people that hate Ohio State and they watch anyway.
Oh, yeah, but either way, you're tuning in to watch the game.
That's exactly right. All right, Wildcard Wednesday.
Let's see. Okay.
Wildcard Wednesday.
Jared says, my Rimmer's Bluetooth dropped calls. If there was one soda you could have on draft in your house, which would you choose?
DC.
Diet Coke?
Yeah.
You know what? I would pick personally Coke Zero, but I know what would happen in my household. It'd be McDonald's Coke, because that's what my wife would want. And that's what, if the kids are having something, they're not drinking Coke Zero, they're drinking Coke. So I would probably get overruled in my own house.
Can she taste the difference?
Oh, yeah.
Between the two? Yeah.
Dude, it is insanity. When I give her a Coke Zero, she will take a sip of it and go, like it's like
Really?
I gave her arsenic or something. I understand
liking one better than the other, but
she can smell it. She'll put up to her nose and go, that's not right. I'm like, you're kidding. You're kidding me. And then I will taste it and go, I'm not actually sure because I like this. It tastes good. And then she says, no, that's Coke Zero.
All right.
She'll drink hers and go, yeah, that's it. That's right.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 15-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 315. And be aware of an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 270. On the north outer belt at Westerville, it'll be stop and go from 161. And there's also a 10-minute delay on northbound 315 between West Broad Street and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same low down payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fellas, if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, have noticed lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels tested. They make it quick and easy to get your levels checked, and it's only $25. And with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back in about 25 minutes. Most insurance is accepted for treatment. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Only on 10.
Essentially, somebody came into our house and murdered my kid.
The kid who seemed to have everything, targeted by a sextortion scam, took his own life.
Why did you target him?
Now, his mom's on a quest for justice.
To try and help protect other children, families from going through the crime that we have gone through.
With new laws to protect everyone's kids.
This is a new crime. We need it to be a law.
Tomorrow at 6 on 10 TV.
Jeopardy is on a hot streak with runaway games, high scores, and can't-miss moments.
I've always had nightmares about doing this, Ken. True Daily Double, please.
Oh, that's the spirit.
As this game heats up,
what is the secret of being a world-class Jeopardy player?
Everyone's asking,
could we be witnessing a new super champ in the making?
Find out.
All right, we got a tight game.
On Jeopardy.
Weeknights at 7 on 10 TV.
Hey there, friends. Bo here. You planning that summer vacation? Skip the long lines in the crowded cities. Get away in an RV from my friends at RCD RV. Summer nights will soon be calling, and RCD RV is here to take your camping experience to the next level. They provide the best brands, the best service, awesome after-sales support. They are family-owned and operated in Central Ohio for over 50 years. You will feel it the second you walk on one of their lots. Over 650 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, we're at Muirfield Village to set the stage for next month's Memorial Tournament, plus SI.com's Bob Herrig from the PGA Championship.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick, presented by X-Golf. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for 2. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes snacks like Fritos and Doritos, candy like M&M's and Reese's, and ice cream like ours. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
A system for every home and every budget with Logan Services. Get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a qualifying train system. It's hard to stop a train. Schedule your free estimate now. Logan Services.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Timmy's off today, and so Tito, Jeff Thidoff, is here. I learned a little something about our friend Tito today. Tito used to be into square dancing. Mm-hmm. He also used to be into tap dancing. I was not aware that we had Gregory Hines here.
Competitive tap.
I asked Tito to prove it and give me a little tap in here, and you refused to do so.
Yes.
So
not the right floor.
I'd call you a liar, but I've never heard of anyone bragging to do tap and not really doing it.
I don't think I bragged. I think I just brought it up matter-of-factly. It came up in casual conversation.
There's nothing. First of all,
Right?
with you, there's never such a thing as casual conversation.
you
Every
guys-
conversation with you has an edge.
No. That's what Tito sounds like when he calls you. Right? That's fine. That's what we heard, right? That's all I heard yesterday.
For people who don't know, yesterday on the show, we brought up that on Sunday, was it Sunday you and DeVere?
It was Monday. Oh, it's Sunday, me and DeVere, yes. Monday is when Tim texted me.
Sunday, you and DeVere were on, and then somehow we found out that you had been talking with DeVere, and DeVere said, I don't think I'm up for this Tyvis-DeVere battle.
Right.
One-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did he say?
Yeah, what did he tell you?
He said, first of all, he said, I don't want to wait 2 months to let Tyvis get in shape, because Tyvis said all along he needs to lose some weight.
Okay.
And then he said, it's not, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's not worth injuring a hamstring over this.
I see. Well, that's the thing.
He said, I'm not going to do it. He doesn't want to he doesn't want to go out there. And
Your pride is a man and a former Buckeye. It's not worth.
He basically said, I would own Tyvis in that contest.
Well, let's see it.
I choose not to run.
Just like you choose not to tap.
I didn't tap today. Look, if we were on the right floor with the right shoes, if I had some notice, I would have done it.
Okay, Dick Button. Come on now.
Wait, what?
Dick Button?
What? That's the name of a person. Okay, everyone listen. It's a name of a person.
I know it is.
Okay.
Oh, we know.
I
Yeah.
want everyone out there to know he did not say Dick Button like in the other way.
Well, no, we had Dick Winter who died earlier today. We were very sad about that.
No, Dick Summer.
Oh, Dick Summer.
Not
I'm
Dick
sorry.
Winter. Dick Winter's alive.
Dick Winters.
My bad.
Dick Winter's still
Coochie
doing well.
Winters, who
Yes.
is still alive.
Yes.
Dick Pole, alive
Dick
or
Summers.
dead?
Dick
Jen's
Summers
uncle.
dead. Yeah.
Jen's uncle
Winters.
is Dick Pole?
Coochie Winters.
Coochie Winters.
Yeah, instead of Dick Summer.
Okay.
Right?
Dick Pole, I don't know.
Dick Pole
Dick
still-
Trickle?
Dick Trickle.
Dead.
He's dead? You would know
sadly,
that one. Yeah.
Sadly dead.
What
Yeah.
about Dick Cass?
I don't know about Dick
That
Cass.
was Ravens GM? No. Something with the Ravens. Dick Cass used to do.
Dick.
I thought he was.
Yes, you're right.
He was with the Ravens.
But who was? I'm thinking of Dick Hammer.
Yes, Dick Hammer.
Dick Hammer was the original Marlboro Man.
That's right.
And the grandfather of which college football player?
Former quarterback of Ohio State?
Mike
USC.
Hammer.
USC?
Right?
No. But his grandson.
Yeah, but didn't.
Yeah, you're right. He played at USC, but
a friend of mine from high school passed away a couple months ago. His name,
was
Michael Hunt.
Oh yeah, right. And you can't shorten that one on the air. It doesn't work out well.
I'm not going to.
You're thinking of Sam Darnold.
Oh, Sam Darnold. That's right.
His grandfather.
USC quarterback.
Dick Hammer was his grandfather?
Dick Hammer, his grandfather.
That's right.
Yeah, the Marlboro Man.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
right.
amazing.
Marlboro
Man died of cancer, I got to believe, right? Lung cancer?
I don't know.
It's got to be.
I think he's actually swimming with the dolphins.
Getting sex noises for Aaron Rodgers' Achilles. That's what he was doing. He's trying to collect
Don't
sounds.
laugh too hard, Tito. I don't want to practice my CPR on you in here.
By the way, Dick Cass was an executive who was the team president of the Ravens from 2004 to 2021.
Yes, I want to point out that Dick Cass, say it fast.
Say it slow.
Was the Ravens president, their play-by-play man, Jerry Sandusky.
And you want to see me take more time off the air. That's why you're trying to get me to say it fast. I'm not going to do it. Richard Cass.
Jerry with a G. Jerry Sandusky.
Different Jerry Sandusky.
No, it was. Jerry Sandusky was the play-by-play voice, maybe still is, of the Ravens, but it was Jerry with a G.
Do you trust Jerry's with a G? I don't.
Yeah. I've never really come across one where I need to trust them.
Or the Jeffrey with the GEO. The Geoffreys.
I trusted Jeff with a GEO off.
You
I know
do?
a Jeff with a GEO off. Yes.
Wait.
GEO off.
Okay.
GEOF.
Let's be real careful here. Okay.
I know what you're saying.
No,
Stop saying it, Tito.
I'm not.
Why are you saying that? What are you doing?
Dick Cass.
Stop.
Never knew that.
Dick Cass.
Never knew it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
All right, Tito, what's coming up on the Buckeye Show? Tap dancing?
A lot of names with Richard in the first part of it. We are going to hear from Ryan Day. He was on a couple of shows today. He was on Morning Juice and also Bishop and Friends. And we're going to hear some sound from that. We're also going to talk about Ohio State football quarterbacks in the NFL. And we've got obviously College Football Pulse with Bodie. It's me and DeVere. And we're gonna start the show off talking about all this DeVere versus Tyvus stuff. I've been discredited. I've been... you guys have questioned my
Your reputation has discredited itself.
That's fine. That's fine.
You worked hard to get to this place.
Oh, yeah. I didn't just get here on accident.
Right.
Can I say it?
What?
Back page. Hit it.
No, I wasn't ready for that.
No, we're not
Actually,
ready for
you know what?
Yeah.
Wildcard Wednesday.
That's right.
Wildcard Wednesday. Hit it.
I have a prize. I have a prize to give away. $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies. Pecan Pennies, your downtown home for barbecue, happy hour, and soccer. The winner today is going to be Annie Hockhausen, who tweeted us, Ted, because 2 hours ago, I said I was going to read Annie Hockhausen's tweet for Wildcard Wednesday, and I never did. So here's what Annie Hockhausen had to say. My guys, about 5 years back, there was an episode where you stumbled on Randy Quaid's Twitter account and played his videos, ramblings of his conspiracy theories. I had to leave work because I was laughing so hard. If by chance Ted could find the episode and put that in a flashback, it would make my day. I don't know that he can, but in case he can't, you just won a $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies.
I know I have some of that. I don't know if I have a lot of it, so I'll work on that.
You know what? Tomorrow.
You said you were going to read that and you didn't earlier?
No, I didn't read Annie Hockhausen's tweet.
When you said you would. But my credibility is in question. That's fine.
That's right. No, my stupidity is never in question. Everyone knows that.
Fake Randy Quaids, too, that we did?
We probably did.
By the way,
if you haven't seen these, you need to look them up.
I would vote for Randy Quaid for president at this point.
I'm with you. I'm same. Let's go.
Tito?
Back page, hit it.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, good news for Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien Must Go has been renewed for season 2 at Max. Cinemax, right? Is what they used to be called?
It's HBO Max.
Whatever, I don't know. Who cares?
Come on,
anyway,
man.
wherever it is.
It's just Max now.
It's Max.
I'm the old guy. It's HBO Max, though, right?
You look like
Max.
In either case, this is his travel show. Apparently, Warner Brothers Discovery announced this in their upfront presentations earlier today, saying that the second season of the series will consist of 6 episodes. First season was a robust 4. So by season 2, the end of it, he'll be up to 10 episodes in this series, but let him live. He's making money off of it. So congratulations, Conan O'Brien. My guy. Funny. I enjoy the show. I can't wait to watch season 2.
All right, Buckeye Show is up next. We're back tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Tito's going to tap dance now.
Why not?
Dink-a-doo.
Thank God the cameras are on.
Oh, you're doing jazz hands.
Yes.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's an accident on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the west side after Hilliard-Rome Road, causing some delay. And also be aware of an accident on the left shoulder of westbound 161 at Little Turtle Way. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This Action Update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In the NBA, teams that win Game 5 of a 2-2 best-of-7 series have gone on to win the series 82% of the time, and that bodes well for the Knicks and Nuggets, who both won to go up 3-2 in their series. Today, the Cavs look to stay alive as a 14.5-point road dog to the Celtics. 8-1, the Cavs can pull off the upset. For your Tipico Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, up to 36 months Rogue, and 6/3/24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But that's not all. Reichert Nissan also has 0% financing on Rogue 2. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
At the James at Ohio State, you're choosing the experts who understand there is no routine cancer, where your care is delivered by a highly specialized team dedicated to studying and treating just one type of cancer, yours, and where 1,700 scientists are working on new treatments and new hope for every form of cancer. All at the region's only comprehensive cancer center, designated by the National Cancer Institute. You didn't choose cancer, but the choice of where to treat it is clear. The James at Ohio State.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
This is Bob Capace of Worthington Jewelers. We've been creating one-of-a-kind designs for almost 20 years. Our jewelry consultants will help you create your one-of-a-kind design or select from over 1,000 engagement ring options. Shop local and come see us at Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, as we get older, it's inevitable. There's going to be parts of your body that let you down. Sometimes it's your knee, sometimes it's your elbow. Maybe your back is hurting you a bit more than it used to. Maybe it's another part of your body that's letting you down. In the bedroom, let's say. And you need to get your confidence back. That's where my guys and my gals at Blue Chew step in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office. There's no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and the products ship right to your door in a discreet package. And if you don't like swallowing pills, you don't have to. Blue Chew tablets are, of course, chewable. If you need to get your confidence back in the bedroom, visit BlueChew.com. Plus, I've got a special deal for you. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code BONE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. BlueChew.com, promo code BONE, and you get to try Blue Chew for free, plus the $5 shipping. Just use promo code BONE at BlueChew.com.
Have you just been flirting with high-rate savings? If so, now is the time to commit to a steady savings relationship with Kemba Financial Credit Union, your partner in helping you save for what matters most. Earn up to 4.75% APY until September 30th, 2024 with an intro rate money market account. Visit Kemba.org for details. APY equals annual percentage yield. Restrictions apply. $5,000 minimum and $1 million maximum deposit. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA. Offer expires May 31st, 2024.
Broadcast